Good morning, Chad. Sorry, I'm just like fucking around with these filters on Onyx, dude. Check that out. That's like in-game. There's a bunch of like sick filters. That's a weird one. Oh. That's cool. Name's Morgan. Morgan Flint. Dude, that's so cool. Good morning, everyone. Sorry, I was just fucking around a little bit there. Yeah, what's up, Christina? Well, thanks for stopping by. Hey, a generic Twitcher. Good morning, everybody. Well, good afternoon, actually. Good afternoon, I should say. Ready for... What's up, Longborn? Ready for a day of Police Academy, chat. I am excited. It's going to be fun. I've been looking forward to this, and then... we have more Academy tomorrow. And then after that, we got to do our auxiliary hours. And then after that, we can start going out for FTO sessions with FTOs. So, it's going to be fun. Where's Bonbon? We're not playing him today, Mr. Cheeky Monkey. We're playing a different character. Sometimes I do that. Mr. Policeman. Yeah, hopefully. I've been having a lot of fun with this so far, though. Different server, too. Yep. I want to cry? Guys, it's okay. It's okay. It's alright. Sometimes we play different characters. It's still fun. Bonbon will be back later. Later on in the week. We're gonna try and strike a nice balance between the two. Especially, you know... At times, we might go a little heavier on, like, our cop while we're learning so that we can get through the process. And then I'm going to try and strike a nice balance between playing our cop on Onyx and playing Bonbon on NoPixel. What server? On Onyx. We're doing our cop stuff on Onyx, baby. Yeah. I tried to do NoPixel PD, but... didn't seem like that was gonna happen. So, plus we got a bunch of friends over here, so it's gonna be fun. It's fun to have both servers, I think, to be honest. Like, they're different vibes, different people. It's cool. It's cool. We get to meet a bunch of different people, and also hang out with like a bunch of people that we used to see on NoPixel all the time, who are over here now. So it's a win-win, if you ask me. It is a win-win. Alright. How much money do I have in my account? $77. It's enough for a bite to eat. Which I think we still need. Yes. Ooh. I was probably meant to put those away. Yo, Christina, well, I'm sorry to hear that, but hopefully we can help you relax and have a good time. Why are you wearing shades? Because I got a big bright light up there. And sometimes when it's, when I'm just starting my day, I don't want to have the big bright light in my eyes. So I put my sunnies on. And because I'm cool, actually. It's because I'm cool. It's because I'm a cool guy. I mean, fashion as well. You know what I'm saying? It is pretty cool. Well, my chair needs to be raised up. There we go. Oh my lord, that is better. I didn't realize how far my chair had sunken down. Goodness gracious me. Oh, we had a text from Harold that I didn't respond to either. You ready for Academy today? I'm ready, Harold. We say, yes, LT. Wait, can I put emojis in here? Do I not have a salute emoji? Is there not a salute emoji? What the fuck? I could have sworn. I'll just do that. Wait, oh my god, does this burger shop not exist? It doesn't, does it? Fuck. Oh my god. Convenience store? Might be my only option. They have food in the convenience stores here?
You trying to feel me up, lady?
What the hell?
Rip you apart like a raccoon and a Labrador retriever.
Oh my goodness. Oh no, they don't. Oh no.
Come on.
Oh no. Okay, do these food trucks say where they are located in their directory? Food delivery. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Wait. Couple of things. Where's the fucking bank? Okay, the bank is close. We go to the bank and we probably maybe get more money. Maybe, probably. From being signed on as a cop, I think. Because there's no, like, just basic income. You have to work for money on Onyx. Like, you don't get, like, a welfare check. But I'm pretty sure being signed on as a cop should have some money in there. And then we can order food delivery. Boom. I'm not showing up hungry today, like every other day. All right. We got 25 minutes before the academy actually starts, so we got time. This is a bank here, isn't it? You guys all right down there?
Yeah, shh. We're just checking on
We're hiding.
From what?
There's a scary old man.
I don't see a scary old man.
He's crazy.
He's
Where?
crazy.
I only saw you guys running here.
He's scary.
Who?
His name is Alan.
Alan?
Alan.
Yeah.
So what the hell did he do to you?
He said mean things about us when we were here at the bank.
And now you're lying on the floor.
That's right. We're gonna surprise him.
What a
We're gonna
weird.
be like, boo!
What's with that weird mask?
It's so he doesn't know who I am. It's a surprise.
Oh. All right. Well, don't
It's a
get fucked
surprise.
up by the old man, I guess.
All right. What's
Yeah.
your name, sir?
Morgan Flint. What's your name?
I'm Joe Cruel.
Joe who?
Joe Cruel.
Cruel?
And I'm
That's
Stanley
It's German.
Stewart.
Cruel.
All right. And Stanley who?
Stanley Shootout.
Stanley Shootout.
Shootout Stewart.
Shoot. Is it Stewart or Stanley?
Shootout Stewart.
It's legally Stewart, but I changed it to,
To
Shootout.
Stanley. To Shootout. Okay. So, that's confusing. But okay. Sure thing. All right. Well, shit. I don't know. Call the police if the scary old man comes.
I will. Thank you so much
All
for
right.
waiting.
All right. Y'all have a good day.
You too.
Bye.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, what's going on, Arthur? How you doing?
Doing all right. How about you?
Yeah, not too bad, man. I saw you in the directory. I'm just hoping to get some food delivered.
Yeah, I can get you what you need. What you need?
I mean, shit. Where you deliver from all the restaurants, or you got specific ones, or what?
If you know where one is and you know what you want, I can get it from there. Otherwise, I just usually default to just running up to Up and Atom or Burger Shot or something.
Yeah, man. Well, shit. I mean, I'm kind of in the mood for like a chicken sandwich meal. You know what I mean? Like chicken sandwich, fries, and a drink. Something like that.
Yeah, I can see what I can do. I don't know if Cluck and Bell's been pretty dry as far as people working
really?
there right now, but worst case, I can just get you, a burger and fries.
Yeah, they're a banana. Whatever, man. Whatever's easiest, to be honest with you.
Yeah, you just want the burger, fries, and just 2 drinks, like a 2 and 2 meal.
Yeah, why not? That'd be good, man. I'd appreciate that.
Oh, yeah, it's no problem. Yeah, I'll head right up there. I'll see. I'm gonna have to pass Cluckin' anyway, so I'll see if they're open. If they aren't, I'll just run by Up and Atom. Where do you need it delivered?
Just
to?
down to LSSD, man.
LSSD.
Yeah,
Where is that
the
one?
police station by the old burger shop there.
Oh, yeah. So VPD.
Oh, sorry.
Or wait, which
sorry.
one?
Yeah, no, VPD. You're right. I fucking said the wrong
Oh
thing.
yeah. Oddly enough, I was parked right outside
I
VPD.
just
So
mind
yeah,
blanked.
I'll head up there, grab it, and come back.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. I appreciate that.
That's
I don't
no
know why I
problem. I'll
said
see you in a little
LSSD.
bit.
Appreciate that, man. See you soon.
Yeah, likewise.
All right, bye. I know why I said LSSD. I meant VPD. Still getting used to what everything's called around here. You know? No food, no problem. Chat, we actually got a lot of money. We got $900, man. That's pretty good. Might be able to get our car out of impound. Know what I'm saying? I like this outfit for Morgan. I feel like it's the vibe I'm going for. The red shirt, the bolo tie, and the fucking camo hat. It's a vibe. I'm Morgan Freeman. I'm God. All right. Let's go hang out the front CUEC. I don't know who's going to be here today because about half of the recruit class got fast-tracked. at the end of our last one, so. We will see. I have a feeling today's going to be a very, like, learning heavy day. Chat. Because I think today's where we have to start, like, going over, like, case law and stuff like that. It's going to be a lot. This is where the, like, classroom shit starts. It's alright, it's gonna be fine. We'll get through it. I feel like I'm back at college, but it's fine. We'll get through it, and we'll learn it, and it'll be great. Howdy.
Yo,
What's going on, man?
I'm like, how you doing?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad at all.
Oh yeah.
Just waiting for some food, get some food delivered.
Yeah, I just got some delivered myself.
Yeah, I ain't getting caught out again, man. The amount of times I had to beg someone for a fucking food. You know, I was down with Harold before, like, our first day. And riding around with this motherfucker. And I'm like, hey, man, I need food before Academy starts. Because I'm hungry as hell. He's like, don't worry about it. We'll get it. It's fine. Okay. And then we never did. And now it's 5 minutes before Academy starts. I'm down there in the cells, and I'm like, shit, I'm about to starve to death. So I walk up to this fella, this cop. He was like a senior lead officer or something. And I explained to him what happened. I was like, listen, man. Like, you ain't, I hate to ask this, but you ain't got a snack or something, do you? And this fella was like, what do I look like? A vending machine? Get the fuck out of here. So, like, that was, I just don't want to get caught out again like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. You
Yeah.
gotta make sure you got all those boxes checked.
Yeah, man, that was not, you know, first impressions, that guy's probably gonna hate me forever.
True.
You know, that's alright, though.
Hopefully he forget what you look like when you're in the uniform.
Yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be nice. How many of us are left that didn't get fast-tracked, you know?
That's a great question. I know there was about 10 last weekend.
Yeah. I reckon it was about half of us, almost.
Oh. Yeah, there was a lot of fast tracks in there.
Yeah. Lucky bastards. Alright, well, this will be good. After we get this weekend done, we're good for our auxiliary hours, right? So.
Uh-huh.
And after that, we start riding, man.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good.
I'm probably gonna do mine mostly at the DMV.
Yeah, I'm thinking DMV and, like, DOC sound kind of fun.
Either that or the hospital.
Yeah, so what's it, you just, like, do security there, basically? That's the
Essentially.
deal, yeah.
Yeah, you just do security there, hang around, get to know people.
Yeah, all right. Well, that sounds not bad.
So, like, I guess you're an extra pair of eyes, because I guess
Yeah,
you'll have
you
your
can't.
radio on you.
Yeah, you can't do shit except call backup, right? We don't have any fucking arresting power.
Yeah, exactly. If you saw something happen, you just have to radio it in, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Christina, I'm glad that we can give you some laughs and smiles and stuff. That's what we're here for. So sending you love, and I hope that we can help you just relax. You know what I mean? That's what we're here for. Just good times, good vibes, man. You know what I mean? Hanging out, chilling with the homies. You know what was really annoying, chat? I woke up this morning, turned my fucking PC on, and my Stream Deck, like, completely reset itself. Completely. I don't have any of my sound effects. I don't have any of my emotes that were bound there. Fucking... I was gonna DM you, but I don't want to bother you. Look, it's... When it comes to, like, matters of mental health, my perspective is this. This is a place that you can come to forget about all that sort of stuff or try to distract yourself or whatever like that. But, you know, in terms of talking about your mental health, I'm not a professional. I'm not trained to deal with that stuff adequately or give the right sort of advice. So, you know, it's not, I don't feel comfortable, talking about that with people on the internet that I don't know, because it just feels irresponsible, you know what I mean? So that's why this is sort of a place where, you know, you can come and hang out and chill and all that sort of stuff. But when it comes to specific conversations about like what you're dealing with, I always recommend seeking professional attention or the ear of someone that you know personally, because that'll be much more beneficial for you than anything that I would be able to say to you. You know what I mean? So.
I wonder how many people are gonna show up who aren't fast tracks.
Yeah. Well, I don't think any fast tracks will show up, right? Because they're done with this shit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think they're gonna have a food truck here again, or should I just order food?
Yeah, if you want, call Arthur, because he's bringing me food, and if he hasn't got mine yet, he might be able to pick you up some as well.
Oh, okay. Where is he ordering the food from?
Either Cluckenbell or Up and Adam, I think. I just told him, you know, I wanted chicken, but if the Cluckenbell was closed, just get whatever the hell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Although I don't know if this might be, you know.
Oh, I think that might be him.
Yeah.
Doing good, doing good.
Yeah,
Are
it
you
is.
doing any food deliveries?
Bunch of shit got added to the penal code.
Yeah, man, I
Whole
saw
lot
that.
of
You
new charges.
fucking no phone while driving, man.
You're doing
Mhm.
delivery at
Yep.
the APD.
Hi.
Yep.
Small world.
Hang on, let me put this down. Yeah, so yeah, I have what were you wanting? Because I have some food from a different order that I could just give you, and then get some more food on the way to the next one.
Honestly, I'm just open to anything.
Right now I have burgers and chicken nuggets.
I'm down for it. I mean, you already had your order, right? Did you already order?
Yeah, you got mine as well. So yeah, I'll just charge me for both of them, man. I'll cover them, and yeah, if you want.
Wait, are you
Alright,
sure?
cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, okay.
Make
Okay,
it
let me
make
hand
it
you,
easier.
Did you want? You were the one that wanted the chicken burger.
Yeah,
and the
yeah. If
chicken
you got
nuggets?
it, yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah, man.
So there's that.
Ah, man.
And what I got left is another 2 and 2 and 2 burgers, 1 chicken nugget, and 2 sodas.
Yeah,
So
throw that
whatever
to
you
her,
would like from
yeah.
that.
Or whatever she wants, yeah.
What would you like out of that?
Can you try I think
Oh man,
Matt,
did I
you
call
might
it a
have-
chicken burger or did I call it a chicken
I
I,
think
sandwich?
it
I haven't
go.
handed you anything yet. I was asking you what you wanted out of it.
Oh yeah. I mean, if you have like a burger and a drink, that'd be great. Or chicken,
Yeah.
either one.
There you go.
Thank you.
That's no problem. Just be, let's see, kind of 30 plus whatever you feel like stacking on top.
Yeah.
8644.
8644. All right.
Yeah, you got it.
Did you say 30 plus whatever? Here, I'll give you 150, man. You did us a service. Is that all right? Is that reasonable?
Oh, yeah. Oh, hell yeah. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you, my man. Thank you very much. There you go.
Yeah, no problem. I'm just gonna need to go to my next one, so you guys have a good one.
All right,
That
man.
worked out
Thanks.
quite well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you too.
appreciate that very much.
Yeah, no problem.
Pay him a bit
thank
extra because
you.
now he's got to go back.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's all right. We got food.
That's true. Yeah, if I had known that was him right there, I probably would have
Yeah.
called one of the up and Adam people then.
Yeah, when you called and his phone started ringing, I went, oop. Whoops.
Yeah, that's a conundrum.
Yeah. Worked out, though.
Right? What do you think they're gonna have us do today?
Yeah, we're on modules, so we gotta... Sir,
Ooh.
we gotta start, I think we start with, like, reasonable suspicion, probable cause type shit.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was stupid busy all week, so I could not even study.
Yeah,
at
I mean,
all.
I read up a
I
little
feel
bit
bad.
this morning.
I
I
skimmed
tried
the
to, and then
Yeah.
news earlier.
Yeah, it was
I
mostly
went to
skimming.
this club called the Rift.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
what
it's kinda
club is
crazy,
that?
You know. I think it's like one of those like dress-up clubs, you know.
Oh.
Like whenever you go to the Rift, you know, there's always this chick with a spear, and I don't know why.
Interesting.
Yeah, she's really into
A
it.
spear.
Yeah,
It's kind of hot.
kind of is. But she threw it at someone.
Yeah.
She's got one hell of a throwing arm. She does not miss.
Damn. Damn.
Yeah.
I gotta
Yeah,
check
that
this place
guy
out.
got-
What the fuck?
Right.
Yeah.
Spear to the leg, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
that poor guy. He
That's
deserved it.
hardcore.
He probably deserved it. He probably said something at some point in the day to deserve it.
Who hasn't really? You know, he probably did. Safe bet.
I
True.
probably did too.
Oh, yeah.
I probably deserve it for not doing my homework, so I probably deserve a spear.
It's okay. Just keep it up on your phone and look when they don't see you.
Oh, smart.
Yeah.
So module 1 is the foundations.
Yep.
Reasonable suspicion detention. Wait, isn't reasonable suspicion like if you like see someone doing something a little shady and they're like getting a little like
Yeah.
buddy with
It's-
someone
If you
and
think
you see them
someone's
like
going
passing
to
shit?
make a crime or has committed a crime.
Yeah, you think they've committed a crime based on like the
going to
circumstances
their
and your
trunk or
training and
something?
experience as an officer, I believe. So like
Yeah.
wording they got.
Ooh.
And
Yeah.
it elevates
Did they
to
keep
probable
digging
cause
through the
once
same
you have
dumpster
tangible.
multiple times?
Yeah, something like that. Or
I find that very suspicious.
yeah.
It's like you already checked that twice. Why are you going in it 4 more times?
Yeah, I think like also you get a tip off for like that there's suspicious activity like drug handoffs and you see someone like handing stuff
Ooh.
off to someone. That's not probable cause, right? Because you ain't got no proof of what they're handing off, but it's reasonable suspicion, I think.
You know, they're kind of suspicious. I mean,
Right?
It needs tangible evidence
Yeah.
to be probable cause.
Because that ain't tangible. You can't like arrest and charge someone on that, but you can like frisk them, I think.
yeah, you could probably like go up there and be like, "Yo, you lost," or some shit, you know?
Yeah, that's exactly what I would say. Hey, man, you lost. This is
Yeah, you
my
lost.
hood. I'm I'm in the
Sir, don't you
PD.
know that this
This
is a
is my
police state?
turf.
This is a police state. I think you're lost.
What
You're in
you
the
doing
wrong
on my
state.
set?
On my set.
Yeah. Yeah, I rep LSSD, motherfucker. You're in grapeseed.
You grapeseed. I heard that grapeseed, they prefer red tractors over green. Is that true?
I don't know about their tractor preference. That ain't, but
Oh.
I tell you what, I like those folks up there. They're good people.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay, okay.
Are there no officers here?
I
There
mean,
should be. I just saw a bunch of them go around.
yeah, probably
into the motor
somewhere. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, somewhere. Where am I supposed to meet at anyway?
Well, here I'm
Just assume that it's the usual spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys think my call sign makes me sound like James Bond?
So your
Oh, you
call
got
sign-
double O's.
Two
you got
Echo
00?
00.
Double
Yeah, that's
zero?
cool.
Yeah, I thought so
I
too.
got 2E23.
You know, I want you. You went like first, didn't you?
No,
Oh.
I was like, fifth, sixth. I think.
Oh, someone else went first because I was originally thinking of getting 22. And then someone else went 21 and you went 23 and I was like, shit. But then I was like, oh shit, 00. That's pretty fucking cool James Bond shit.
And that is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I got 42 because someone picked it and then changed it
Yeah,
to
I
41.
I remember
Yeah,
that.
he
I
stole
remember
that.
That was good.
That's a good snipe.
Yeah, I like that.
I love how they just let you take it too.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, true.
Is it weird? I've never had pineapple on pizza. No, you're not missing out at all.
I'm very happy I got the sign that I wanted.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Very happy.
Yeah.
Hello.
So do we clock in 2 minutes from now, or do we clock in when they finally come around?
Well, yeah, I don't know if they want us to, like, go up there and get changed. Oh, someone's coming out in their fucking...
Oh, I
Recruit
guess
gear.
we do.
Who is that?
That's, I don't know
I
who
don't
that
remember.
is.
Oh, he might be going out. I don't know.
I'm still trying to remember names.
I don't know. All right, what do you say we go in there and get
James
changed
is
or
gonna
something?
throw
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, let's do that.
Clock in
Just
and
wait
get changed.
around.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go clock in,
Let's
change.
talk to this guy.
Oh man. Like to clock in?
Heyo.
Howdy.
I don't remember what floor, but which elevator? Did we go in this elevator over here? or-
Yeah, I don't know if there's a cloakroom down here or not.
I don't remember. Let's ask him.
Is there a cloakroom down on this floor, man?
I think it's just the one that's
Upstairs.
Actually, yeah,
Was it floor 3 or
I think there was one down by the armory too.
Yeah, we gotta take the elevator out of the way.
Yeah.
Or the stairs.
No stairs. They said no recruits on the stairs.
Oh.
Where am
Hello?
I? I'm going to floor 3.
No, I didn't call for a ride. Sorry. Yeah. Oh. No, you're good. Wait, what floor are we
3.
going to?
Hey, Flint, get changed.
Howdy. Yeah, is the
just come on.
cloakroom through here? I'm still getting lost in this damn place.
Yep. You go through straight through those doors.
Thank
Most of the
you.
Ones, at the end of the hallway, and then there'll be one on the right.
Thank you.
Hey, Prudence, get changed.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. All right. Yeah, we're getting into the weeds now, man.
So they remember all of our names, and I'm still learning. Oh, here's the
Yeah.
cloakroom right here.
Yeah, look, we got a lot more names to learn than they do. That was, is her name McNamara?
Wait,
McNamara? Something like that?
McNamara?
Yeah, I believe. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. You okay?
Yeah.
Sorry.
See, when I mentioned that spear, that
Yeah.
was it.
Yeah, okay.
That was
yeah,
my
yeah,
spear
yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
That was. Oh my God,
My bad.
man!
My bad.
That was one hell of a left swing.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
I don't know my own strength sometimes.
You really don't.
Where are you going?
You guys have food and everything?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, I ordered delivery because I wasn't getting caught out again.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, we're just gonna wait for the others to get here, and then we'll start getting started.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
It's McNamara, right? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, McNamara.
That's what I thought.
Yep.
Very good. Yeah. I don't know if I told you before First Academy, I was telling these guys outside, I was riding around with Harold a little bit, and I was like, listen, man, I need to get some food. I'm going to starve to death at Academy. And Harold was like, don't worry. It'll be, yeah, you some, okay, don't worry. And then we didn't get food the whole time, and it was like 2 minutes before Academy. And I'm downstairs in the cells, and there was one feller in there I didn't know him as a senior lead officer, and I explained to him what happened. I was like, listen, man, please, you got like a snack or something I could borrow off you? This man did not like that.
This isn't, this isn't kindergarten. You buy your own food if you're hungry.
Yeah, I know. I was trying the whole time, and Harold was driving me around, and we didn't go. So I was like, I was on my last leg here, and he kind of had the same. Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
All right, I'm telling him.
You tell him. I'll say it to his face. It's his fault.
Ooh.
You gonna say that to Harold?
I'll say it directly to his
that.
face. Yeah, I'll call him right now. You want me to call him? I'll tell him I'll never forgive him.
No, he's sleeping.
No, he's still on duty.
I'll call him right now.
Call him and speak your truth.
Yeah.
Let's see how this works out.
All right, I'm going to the bathroom. I'll be back.
All right.
Winters is outside, by the way.
Outside where?
PPD.
Oh, why is he there?
Don't know.
You ready for your academy?
Yeah, Harold, I'm ready, and I had to call and tell you something.
What you telling me?
You remember last week before Academy when I was all like, when I was like, I'm really hungry,
food.
Harold. Yeah, that. Yeah,
I want food. You still hungry?
No, I just want you to know that I blame you for that British senior lead officer down there yelling at me, and I will never let you forget it.
Which British senior lead officer?
I don't know. He was just like, do I look like a vending machine? Like that.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, because I asked on the side because it was embarrassing, Harold. You embarrassed me.
I didn't mean to embarrass you. There was a food truck outside.
Yeah, well, luckily there was a food truck outside.
I knew there would be when I heard it was a surprise for you.
It was a surprise. You did not know that.
I
You're
did.
lying.
I was told by yes.
All right,
Now
I believe
listen,
you.
all right, I had a long day today, so I'm actually going off the duty. But tomorrow I will be around for the shift to Academy.
All right.
So I hope we have a bit of training with you tomorrow, okay?
All right, looking forward to it, Harold.
Okay.
Lieutenant.
Me too. Just carry
I
on.
will do my best not to.
Pay a lot of
Alright, if
attention
anybody's
today.
gonna pass
Today's
out,
the
like,
barring
go grab
day,
some first
okay?
aid kits.
Yeah.
So
Glucose tablets if
get
you
through
have to.
today. Tomorrow's the fun one with
Ooh,
traffic stops
okay.
and chases.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay. Hell yeah.
You know,
Should I grab
today is
everything
like
out of my locker?
here's how you
Classroom day.
No, you're not gonna need
His
it.
MD
Today's,
Deb,
today's gonna be kind of the boring day. We're
Yeah.
gonna be
you know,
doing
but you
like
got it.
case
It won't
laws
take
and
too long.
RSMPC, when
Probably
you can do stuff,
half
when
your
you can't do
day.
stuff.
All right,
go.
good luck.
All right. Thanks,
I
Harold.
know.
Yeah, so-
Bye.
Pretty much, like tomorrow will be the fun day where we do like we go into the VR training and we do like felony stops and traffic stops and pursuits. So You gotta get through today.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
'Cause
so
you have to
excited for
you have to
tomorrow.
build on the stuff that we learned today tomorrow, because it'll be like when we talk about what's a detainment. You're gonna learn what a detainment is today, because a traffic stop is a detainment. So it's gonna be just building on building blocks.
All right.
Alright, it
okay.
changed.
What floor is the cloakroom on?
In there,
It's
man.
on this one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just roll down.
Straight through.
I think either. door
There's
works,
a
right?
gentleman down on the first floor named like Taki Taraki Cocky, something like that. He said he's
What's
here
Taki?
to turn himself in. He's like Burger Shot employee.
Oh.
He said he was like evading or whatever. Trying to handle
That
it.
sounds kind of wholesome. If he's trying to turn himself in.
Aki
Yeah.
to
So a little
Rocky.
weird.
Yeah, something like that. He said like Cocky, Taki, Rocky. I don't remember. It was
Taki?
confusing me.
Is
Well,
he
he
a
can
food
3 in
item?
1.
Yeah, I recommended that to him.
Yeah.
The spicy one or like extra
I'm not
spicy?
too sure. He seemed like mild at best.
Kind of mid. Okay.
Yeah, you guys don't need equipment today. We're pretty much just gonna be doing classroom stuff, so hopefully this won't take too long. It'll probably take like 2-3 hours, to be honest with you.
All right.
We need like radios
Today,
or
but this is what? Sorry, was that?
we need like basic equipment like a radio.
Yeah.
Just being signed in enough.
No, you won't really need your radio. You just need to get signed in today. Like today is
Okay.
all kind of like the classroom stuff. Tomorrow is gonna be more fun. Today we're kind of just like chilling. We're learning about like RS and PC, which are very important. Like when you can search stuff. You know, kind of how to respond to calls, stuff like that. So today is kind of like the learning portion, and then tomorrow is kind of more practical, like hands-on portion.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So
What's that noise? It
It'll
was
be
a
fun.
fire extinguisher outside. That's all.
Yeah.
it'll be the first time we're
I'm
using
excited.
the VR stuff for training, because now we can actually do
Alright.
pursuits on the roads instead of like
Wow.
it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Everybody likes pursuit day.
Yeah.
Gotta
I
get
want
through
to learn
traffic
all
stops
the
first, though.
things.
Yeah, we gotta get through traffic stops, and then yeah, I think once we're done with that, then you guys can, as soon as you finish your auxiliary hours, you can go out on non-solo patrol, like with an FTO.
Is it as soon as we
So-
finish him, or is it like, is there that? Because I remember Nash was saying like after the 16th is when we're cleared to go out on with an FTO. I didn't know if it was
I'll double
strictly
check with
that.
her.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we can do. When are we allowed to start doing our auxiliary hours? Because she was saying something about having fast track cadets go first.
After this
and do
weekend, I
theirs.
think, because they've done
Yeah,
I
theirs
think
already.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right after we do all the modules, we can do auxiliary.
Yeah, they're doing
Yeah, after
auxiliary
all
hours this
4
past
months,
week.
dude.
Yeah.
So end of next weekend, then we can do our auxiliary.
After this weekend.
Yeah, after tomorrow you can do
yeah.
auxiliary hours.
Yeah.
And next
then once you
weekend we
finish
can
those-
go. Yeah,
Oh,
FTOs.
okay. So
Yep.
I only have 9 that I need to do then.
Oh yeah, because you won
Yep.
that. You win the Easter egg thing.
I think.
Oh yeah, I got
Yeah.
8.
You got
yeah.
Oh shit, you lucky bastards,
was
huh?
me. No one
See,
ever
you-
looks
Yeah.
up.
Well,
Yeah.
you know
That
what?
is
And
true.
someone was like, "I think
Well,
that the dance they're doing is a hint," and I was like, "Don't be stupid."
it was.
That's a
it was the
stupid thing
biggest
to
hint
think.
I've
It
ever
was.
seen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
no,
that
it
was
was-
me. I also
Yeah,
said that.
you were right on the money, man, and I shut it down, and I'm sorry about
Yeah.
that.
Well, no, it's all good. I mean,
You were so
it
right.
was just pretty
I was
peculiar.
Yeah.
vibing. It was.
Yeah,
a
I
great
thought they
dance,
were just
though.
like vibing in unison, like having a good time.
Well, I mean, technically we were.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
I agree. I think we were all having fun.
Yeah, yeah. You know how many we got that aren't fast tracked? Like, is this all of us, or is there
There should be some more. I'm just waiting to see like
Miles.
where they pop up.
Miles? Thank you for the
Where's Summer?
raid. Yeah, okay.
People just don't show up.
Oh, we had a good stream, man.
Yeah, I believe we split pretty much
Yeah,
evenly.
sleep well.
Last
Yeah,
weekend was like
all right, okay.
I think.
I guess
Yeah,
my stream,
okay.
you said is outside VPD.
Thank you for the raid, brother. Hello, raiders. It's Academy Day. Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, wow.
I am gonna go run to the restroom, and I will be right back.
All right.
Yes,
We'll
ma'am.
probably start getting started.
I hope you had a great stream, Miles. Raiders, I hope you had fun. I'm sure you did. We are having a classroom day. We are learning things today. And then tomorrow we're doing fun stuff.
Hey, you come upstairs?
It's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Mm-mm-mm.
Alright, which one of you has a firearm on you?
Not me.
Nope.
Not me.
I do. I think I do. Yeah.
PD
I know
issued
I do,
one
I
or
mean.
your personal one?
It should be PD issued. Yeah. I grabbed everything before she told us we shouldn't have work equipment. I'll go put it back up.
Yeah, you shouldn't have anything on you, but pretty much your baton, radio, stuff like that. Binoculars, everything in your tool belt. No taser or firearm right now.
All right. BRB.
Oh, man. What we got over here?
Will we need any tablets or anything for recording today?
Oh.
Oh, yeah. We might need our MDW, huh?
Yeah, the MDW.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me go grab
my just the stuff that's on the belt.
You totally went through the wrong door, didn't you?
No. Well, I
Uh-huh.
came through here and I put everything. I put everything away, but then everyone else is coming, so I
Oh.
figured I'd come and see what you guys were also putting away.
I'm grabbing our MDW and all
utility
that.
belt.
Yeah, he
Radio
said whatever
MDW.
goes onto your utility belt, I think you can have.
All right.
Wait, are we allowed to have our nice pictures?
Yeah, we're getting into the weeds today, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
You learn all the shit you need to know today.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Law enforcement officers may detain and freeze individuals on the scene of a crime that is violent in nature without probable cause to effect an arrest. This is providing that the officer has reasonable, articulable suspicion that the individual may be in possession of material evidence that may be extracted from the scene. You got your notebooks ready, chat? You guys got your notebooks ready? I think you're gonna need them.
I did not have anything in my locker from last week, apparently.
Nothing? Oh, Jesus.
No.
Oh.
It was just empty when I looked in there.
Did you put in a different one?
Oh, yeah. Did you put it, like,
We're on
downstairs?
-1.
Oh, there is one on minus
Yeah.
one. I might have put it in that one.
Yeah, they're not linked.
Alright. I'll go check real quick.
Alright.
Hello? Hello? Please sit in chair. Why is this so difficult? Did that work?
You good?
Oh, yeah.
You jumped so high.
Oh, yeah. I'm doing great.
Can you teach me how to jump that high?
Family secret.
think it's probably all in the calves.
Yeah.
Might need to do some leg stretches.
You know that movie, White Man Can't Jump? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah, they made a sequel about me.
Oh.
Yeah, White Man Can Jump.
Well, you definitely do.
Yep.
Very graceful with it.
Thank you, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know this, but being around a lot of animals makes you light on your feet. You know. I'm like a ballerina. But
Do they act up a lot?
yeah, I mean, you just got to be careful, you know. You piss one of them off.
Oh.
Depends on the animal, too, you know.
I like the goats.
Yeah, goats. Pigs can be wily little bastards, too, to be honest.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
I prefer cows.
Have you seen those baby goats that try to do somersaults off of, like, the backs of a pig?
I think I got that in a chain email once. Do you guys remember chain emails? You remember it'd be like send this to 2 friends before midnight, or Mickey Mouse is gonna come into your house and murder your whole family.
Oh my god.
You guys never got those ones?
No.
Come on. I know someone else got the, like, evil Elmo's gonna murder you if you don't send this email to 10 people.
Definitely no.
I always get the ones where if you don't forward the email to 5 people, you will stub your toe
Look,
6
all
times.
winters.
Yeah, it's the same concept.
Oh my god.
I always got that one.
Say he was helping someone
Or
downstairs.
skip on
That
a
victim
Lego
statement.
That's the worst.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that is the worst. That's true.
Terrible.
Where did Luke go?
I ran down.
right?
Oh, there he goes, jumping again.
Well, I just didn't like how I was sitting. I was uncomfortable.
He went to -1 to get his scare.
You're like a little mountain goat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Here today.
I prefer this chair anyway, to be honest with you.
Tomorrow they will, though.
Perfect.
You guys all
You're
sit in a row.
slouching there.
It's perfect. I feel very comfortable
Hey,
now.
short kings are okay.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm very comfortable.
All that matters.
You know, sometimes I like to think we're raising the bar.
I'm uncomfortable again.
Oh, I think we're not raising the bar anymore.
It's okay, guys. Don't worry about it. I'll get comfortable.
Hey, Winters, if you want to lead this,
Hold
you
out.
can, because Joe and I are both at shift 1, so we're pretty tired.
Oh, sure. Which slide are we on?
We haven't started. We're waiting for one of the cadets. Usually, hold on.
Wait, was it Brock?
I don't know. With a mullet.
Oh, Brock was. No,
Oh, here he is.
Oh,
So sorry, it took me a bit to find which locker room my
I
apartment
just
was in.
can't get sitting properly.
Basically, what we did earlier today is, I mean, I was reading everything, but it was eyes were glassing over, so we pretty much
Well,
just had
it wasn't
people-
that.
Well, that's what you said.
Well, no, I was just getting bored because I was like, we need to make this more lively so people pay attention and they
Well,
retain it.
I was making Kate bored, and
Well, some of the material's a bit dry.
basically we just had him read each part. We also moved it up to grapeseed.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was at
Well,
least
why
like
don't we
weren't,
start?
like, in a big white sterile room?
Yeah, why don't we at least start here and then we'll move venues to keep people, interested. All right, so we're starting
Or me.
with legal framework
starting with
technicians.
Do you have the updated one? No, this has been on the board for fucking God knows how long now.
I'm going off the one that says recruit training modules.
Yeah, we're looking at module 1 and 2 today.
You guys see this on your tablets?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Recruit training modules, right?
Yeah.
It says module 3.
That
for
one
me.
says module 3
Oh,
on the board.
Yeah, that says
Yeah, on the
module
board.
3.
What does yours say?
Well, we got 1 and 2, and
Yeah, today
Hold
we're
on,
doing
let me
peace officer foundations.
Oh yeah, module 1.
And then booking.
Yeah, that's right. Peace Officer
I see
Foundation.
the
That's what I
slide
got.
20 if that helps.
It's slide 1 for me.
Yeah.
I don't think we got the.
Says current as of 1 March 24
Whose
down the
phone is
bottom.
that? I don't see
Yeah,
that
here a
anywhere.
phone too.
I got that on
They
mine.
might, I mean, they might be downstairs.
You see that, Kate?
Mine's
I don't
muted.
think
What?
it's my phone at all.
Mine says
I don't see
current
page
as of
one- I don't see
1
page
March
numbers or
24.
anything.
So if you go all the way to the very beginning, you can see how it says like current as of March whatever, and it says like recruit
Oh.
training modules, and then if you go to module 1, it says Peace Officer Foundations like you have on the board.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is everybody there?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, I am gonna say before
Okay,
we start,
I'm looking at
today
the
is gonna
wrong
be really.
slideshow. Because mine says Peace Officer Boot Camp. I think I
Yeah,
got the
you
wrong
gotta
one.
you gotta go through a couple of documents to get to this one.
Yeah, this is recruit training modules. I will say today is going to be very important because you're learning the foundations of everything we do. Because we're talking a lot about RSPC, so please pay attention to today. I know it can be a little like boring at times because it's a lot of definitions and stuff, but this is extremely important. I can't tell you how important this is to your career.
Yeah,
If you don't know what RS and PC are, you are fucked and you will get fired.
Yeah, this is like the most important part of it.
Yeah.
All right. For those of you who were here, was it last weekend, but may have forgotten, I'm Shep Winters. I'm a patrolman with the Highway Patrol. See if I remember you all. That's Prudence Lore there with the red hair, Cairo Cruz there with the glasses, Morgan Flint there with the goatee, and Patrick Downs there with the messy hair, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Just making sure. And you remember Sergeant Joe Ferraro,
Yes, sir.
and we have
Yes, sir.
Kate McNamara. It's not Sergeant, right? It's lead.
Senior lead officer.
Senior lead officer. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, for now.
And I'm just a regular old patrolman.
And Ghost
Yes.
Hunter.
We wear many hats in this department. Don't get too married to one rank. You'll know us all over time. But for now, just know us three. And obviously, Sergeant Nash, is she coming tonight?
No.
Okay.
That's nice.
So, as was alluded to earlier, we're going to go over a lot of material. Some of it is definitions and case laws and very dry material. It's sometimes difficult to absorb it, so we're going to try to go over it in practical terms. But yeah, I cannot overemphasize the importance of the lessons that you're going to learn here today, the material that we're going to go over. You can be a great driver. You can be, cool-headed, good trigger discipline, great shooter. You can have all the skills that you might think it takes to be a cop. If you don't have a good understanding of the stuff we're going over today, you will be fired within a week with this job. You need to know what the law is so that you can be a law enforcement officer, okay? And a lot of that comes down to procedures and things that you need to articulate in court. And if you don't have a mastery of these, you will get pantsed in court. Okay, so lawyers will shred you to pieces. Judges will laugh you out of court with your charges if you don't have a good understanding of the basis for, an arrest and for a basis for criminal charges, things like that. So you should have all copies of the slides we're going over today. I'm going to be going over the material on the slides, but I'm also going to be going over sort of some additional information that's not on the slides, just sort of bringing it into practicalities.
Here we go, chat. It's
At any
learning time.
Whether I'm going over strictly the definitions on the slides or if I'm talking about examples, if any of you in this room have questions or something to chime in, do so. I feel like the more interaction, the more dialogue we have, the better we're all going to learn. Plus, if you have a question about something I said, whether I misspoke or whether the material's confusing, there's a good chance that one of the other people in the room also have a question about what I just said or the material on the slide. So please ask. It's only going to make this better for everybody. All right, first thing we're going to go over is legal frameworks and definitions. We'll start off with RS, or reasonable suspicion. This is defined as a reasonable presumption that a crime has been, is being, or will be committed. It's a reasonable belief based on facts and circumstances and is informed by LEO's training and experience. Reasonable suspicion is more than a guess or a hunch, but it's less than probable cause. Having reasonable suspicion is grounds for detainment, but not grounds for search and seizure of someone's person or property. Okay, so RS is a pretty low bar, so right? It's a pretty low legal threshold. It's just enough to keep somebody from leaving the scene. It's just enough to stop them so that you can question them, ask them where they're coming from, where they're going to, see if their story makes sense. Legally, you can stop them, detain them. If you do not have RS, you cannot detain someone. You can't stop them or impede them from leaving the scene. If a reasonable person believes that they're not free to go, then they are legally detained. Any traffic stop, for example, is legally a detainment. You can't just pull over anybody for any reason, just on a guess, and then once you get them on the other side of the road, start looking for evidence for that you can charge them with. You can only detain somebody if you have reasonable suspicion that a crime is being or is about to be or has been committed. So if you don't have that, don't start the traffic stop or don't start the legal detainment. Speaking of a detention, it's defined as a brief, cursory holding and questioning that is based on reasonable suspicion. An important thing to know about a detention is it must last no longer than necessary and must be conducted with the least intrusive and reasonably available means. So things like a traffic stop or just stopping somebody by the side of the road, again, ask them what you need to ask and then moving on. If you are detaining someone for questioning, the individual should be Mirandized or read their Miranda rights. That's one of those case laws that we're going to be talking about today. Very important for you to know for police work. That's Miranda v. Arizona.
It's considered also custody versus state.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
we have custody rights, which are a little bit more. It's kind of a step up from Miranda rights. So a lot of times in this training, we're going to talk about generic case law like Miranda and Terry v. Ohio and Tennessee v. Garner. But there are city-specific case laws as well that you should go over, like, for example, the custody rights.
All right.
LEOs can ask for detained individuals to provide identification, to run background checks, determine if they have any warrants. Anyone who's attempting to leave or resist detainment may be grounds for arrest. So that's an arrestable offense, resisting arrest. LEOs may place a detained person in restraints if the LEO has reasonable belief that the individual that has been detained or will be detained is a danger to themselves, the law enforcement officer, or other individuals, or they believe that individual may attempt to flee. So again, above, I alluded to the fact that any legal detention must be the least intrusive and must be conducted for no longer than necessary. If you take everybody who's legally on a traffic stop and say, well, a traffic stop is legally a detention, why don't I get you out of the car, handcuff you, have you walk back to behind my car, and I can just keep you here as long as I want until you start talking. That would be illegal because, again, it must be brief and cursory holding, must last no longer than necessary, and it must be at least intrusive as reasonably necessary. Now, if you happen to know this individual is
a lot of
frequently
info
armed,
coming in.
or if there's something suspicious, like if they have blood all over their hands and you think maybe they have the knife that you're looking for, that could be an example of, okay, it's reasonable then to put this person in handcuffs if you believe they're a threat to themselves or to you. Another thing, putting somebody in handcuffs doesn't mean that they're under arrest. A lot of people will immediately sort of freak out if you put handcuffs on. They're going to think, why am I being arrested, or what am I being charged with? Again, handcuffs is just, as you can see on the slide here, it's just part of a detention. It's legal if you believe that it's necessary.
Okay.
LEOs may frisk a person who's detained for their own safety, and discovery of any illegal weapons may be grounds for an arrest. So again, Terry v. Ohio is the case law for the legality of a Terry frisk. That's a less intrusive version of a search. So a search means going through your pockets, running your pockets, seeing what you got on you, drugs, needles, evidence of a crime. But a frisk is not that. A frisk is just a pat down outside the clothing, specifically looking for weapons. And that's considered legal, as we'll talk about in Terry v. Ohio. That's legal when the person is detained. Another thing that you can do for someone who's detained is you may conduct a gunshot residue or GSR test on an individual to ascertain if they were involved in a shooting. Anybody have any questions on reasonable suspicion before we move on to the next slide?
If you have a question, ask it, please.
Sure, I will. I'm just I've been like thinking about sort of specific examples of like what would constitute reasonable suspicion. So I'm wondering, like, is it reasonable suspicion, say, if you show up to a call where you got a tip off about like drug handoffs or something, and you see someone in the area handing somebody something, you don't know what it is, that's reasonable suspicion to detain and search or frisk them.
Okay, so that's you made a good point there. What if you have a dispatch call saying there's a crime happening in this neighborhood, the suspect is wearing a gray hoodie. You arrive, you see a male in a gray hoodie. Now that matches the description. The description said that they were, now they've said they were doing handoffs, right, illegal drugs. Now sometimes people are doing handoffs are gang members, drug dealers. They may have a gun on them. They may have a knife on them. They may have a bat on them. They may have brass knuckles. You don't know. Now you don't have probable cause for an arrest at this point, right? All you have at this point is an individual who matches the description of something that was reported. So you have no evidence, but you have, based on that report and based on your maybe training experience, maybe even in previous situations where there's lots of drugs dealt in this neighborhood, maybe you've even arrested this individual before for dealing drugs in this neighborhood. So what you do have is reasonable suspicion to detain that guy. Say, hey, stop, you gotta come talk to me. If he resists that detainment, if he bolts, now that's an arrestable offense. Then you can search his pockets. But if he stops and you're talking to him, you don't have the right yet to just search his pockets. What you have is reasonable suspicion. So you can detain him. You can frisk him. Now, if this guy's a known felon, he's not supposed to have a firearm. If you do the pat down and you feel a firearm, now you can search him. Now you think there's a crime going on. So then anything you find would be good. But just remember that initial response to the area, you're looking for, description, a male with blonde hair and a black jacket, and you see somebody who's a male, he's got, blonde hair, and he's got a dark colored jacket, you think it might be black. That's enough reasonable suspicion to say, okay, I've got somebody who matches the description. We're in the area where the crime was reported, and he's leaving the area, so could be leaving the crime. That's what we're talking about. So you got reasonable suspicion to detain somebody.
Got it.
They're detained. That means you can ask them questions. You got to read them their custody rights first before you ask the questions. You can frisk them, but you can't yet search them, at least not without their consent.
But if you find an illegal weapon on them, then you can search them, right? Because that then becomes...
Right, because at that anytime you've got a crime, now you can search the person.
Yeah, got it.
Because you're going to be arresting them.
Yeah.
All right, good question. Any others on reasonable suspicion before we move on to PC?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Excellent. All right, so that's reasonable suspicion, or RS. PC is probable cause. That's on your next slide, and that's having sufficient reason based on known facts to believe that a crime has been committed or that property is being connected to a crime. It's defined legally as the logical belief supported by facts and circumstances that a crime has been, is being, or will be committed, and probable cause is enough to move forward with an arrest and or a search and seizure. That's another term that we need to go over. So we talked about reasonable suspicion being enough for a detainment. Probable cause is enough for an arrest. So that's taking someone into custody through a significant restraint on movement, including but not limited to placing handcuffs or restraints on the person. Arrests are made using probable cause. If not already physically restrained, individuals will be remanded into custody with the least force possible. LEOs must make individuals aware as to why they have been arrested as soon as possible. LEOs are advised not to ask questions related to the incident or any other, other than the identity of the subject if they have not been read their Miranda rights or custody rights. Individuals placed under arrest may be searched, and any contraband, any illegal items should be seized. The arresting officer, or AO, is responsible for the subject in custody. If any injuries were occurred, the AO must ensure that the suspect receives medical treatment. LEOs are also required to provide the suspects with an attorney upon request. So likewise, if a subject requests a bench trial, LEOs must contact a judge to schedule or attempt to conduct a bench trial. All right, so the first part of that slide goes over, the definition of probable cause. As you can see, it's one step up from RS. Okay, for RS, you just have your, based on your experience and based on calls from dispatch, based on your
Yeah,
duties here, you
generic Twitcher.
believe logically that there's something going on. Probable cause is now it's more than just a belief. I have evidence. Okay, so I have an illegal gun in the pocket of a guy who cannot have that gun. So that's now probable cause. Crime's been committed. Something like that. The victim's wallet is in your possession. All right. He said you stole it and you have his wallet. Okay. Now we're moving forward. We have some evidence that a crime has been committed. And again, that lets you arrest somebody, which means the full deal. You can take them down to Mission Row. You can take them down to LSSD. You can take them down to VPD, and you can put them in the cell, go over with the charges and things like that. Now, do make sure you are fully aware of what those bullet points entail. You are responsible for that person. Once you put handcuffs on them and put them in restraints, their safety is now your responsibility. So if there's rival gang members driving around, if there's suspicious individuals approaching the scene, if there's wildlife, maybe this crime occurred up in Cassidy Trail, maybe if there's wildlife nearby, if the weather conditions are treacherous and there's like a fast moving stream nearby, if there's a highway, move them to safety, because they can't. They're basically in your control. So take care of people. If they're injured, if they have taser prongs, if they were in a major vehicle accident, if they are if they fell, ask if they need medical attention, get medical clearance on scene. And again, if you're going to be questioning them, you got to make sure you read them their Miranda rights or their custody rights before questioning. All right, any questions on probable cause?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Seems pretty straightforward.
All right, next slide goes over sort of what we're talking about when it comes to searching people and searching vehicles and seizing items and property. So when it comes to search and seizure of a person, so searching someone's pockets, their individual items, LEOs may search individuals if consent is granted or if they have probable cause to conduct a search. Okay, so you cannot search somebody against their will if all you have is reasonable suspicion. Reasonable suspicion is good enough for a frisk, and if the frisk, if you find items that are illegal on a frisk, so you feel a handgun on someone who can't have a handgun, now you can move forward to arrest. Now you can search their pockets. Now if you find that they have, drugs, even though that wasn't initially what you were looking for, the fact that you're arresting for the gun now means you can search them, and now you can charge them for the drugs. And then if you find, the wallet of a victim of a crime from 20 minutes earlier, that crime now can also be pinned on this guy. So, but you can't just walk up and say, hey, let me search your pockets real quick. Let me see if you have this guy's wallet. That would be illegal, unless they grant consent, which a lot of people will grant you consent if you ask. Just keep that in the toolbox. Next comes up to search and seizure of a vehicle. Again, a vehicle may be searched when the owner has given you consent, there's probable cause to believe that there's evidence of a crime in the vehicle, or an arrest has been made and the search is related to that arrest, or the vehicle is being legally impounded. We have to search every vehicle before we impound it because, again, we're taking possession of that vehicle. So if we don't catalog what's in it, we can be responsible if something's missing or something's criminal that's in there. Or a search warrant is requested and approved. And when it comes to properties can pretty much only be searched if there's consent. Again, you ask permission, they grant it, or a search warrant is requested and approved.
What's up, Oknu? We're learning.
All right, any questions on searching people, searching vehicles, or searching property?
No, sir.
No, sir.
So like if you pull over someone just like a traffic stop.
Speak up.
Sorry. If you pull over someone on like a traffic stop and their eyes are all bloodshot or whatever, like they probably just like smoke some weed or something like that. Is that would that be a PC to search the vehicle?
That'd be RS, wouldn't it? Because that ain't
yeah.
evidence that they've smoked pot.
Right,
okay.
something like
I think
that,
I get
where
it now, yeah.
bloodshot eyes, red eyes, that's suspicion. So you can detain
Yeah.
them and you can question them, and you could maybe even have them do a roadside field sobriety test.
Yep, you get
See if
smell
they
on
can
that
pass
person
that.
as well.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I get it now. I get it.
Yeah, once the person's arrested, you can search the vehicle. Or if the vehicle was used in a crime, it needs to be impounded.
Yeah.
There is a case law from a couple weeks ago that means that if you go to a call where weed is suspected, then you can. The smell of weed elevates RS to PC.
Yep,
It's
specific ones.
Okay.
It's a good point, Downs.
Assaulting 37, yep. Alright, next one's going to be case laws.
We've had this outfit
So now
on
we're moving
since
into
last week,
case
okay.
laws, and the first one is something we talked about already, and that's Cassidy v. State. So that's your Cassidy rights. So any statement made contrary to citizens' Article 5 rights must be made voluntarily and knowingly. Article 5 and 6 rights attach when an individual is brought into custody of police, which is the beginning of the adversarial and charging proceedings against them. Peace officers must advise defendants of their constitutional rights at such time as the citizen is placed under arrest. Peace officers must advise citizens of the following rights: the right to remain silent, that any statements made from the commencement of the arrest may be utilized against the individual in the court of law. They have the right to an attorney. They can be present during any and all questioning and throughout the charging process if one's available. And they have the right to request to contest any and all charges pressed against them at a bench trial, provided the availability of one. A bench trial is not available when a judge is unavailable to hear the matter, or when witnesses are unavailable due to injuries that occurred during the underlying incident, or any other incidents which stemmed from it. Any statements made to peace officers during the course of a custodial arrest prior to the issuance of the above warning shall not be considered made knowing or voluntary statements, so they will not be admitted as evidence. You may notice that they are almost identical to the Miranda rights, except the additional notice that they have the right to contest any and all charges at a bench trial. So that's something you have to make people aware of at the time they're placed under arrest. So get in the habit of reciting those. Let me just put it this way. When it comes to Miranda rights or Cassidy rights, you'll never get in trouble for issuing these prematurely or at any point, but you will get in trouble if you forget to, if nobody issues these, because you may get the whole case thrown out. All right, this was based on the underlying case law of Miranda v. Arizona, which was a man from Mexico who was being interrogated by police, and he said, "Hey, well, I thought I just had to say whatever the police wanted, because where I'm from, when the police have you in a room, like, you're not leaving the room until you sign the confession, like, end of story." So he didn't know that's what the law was here, that he had the right to remain silent, the right not to testify against himself. He did not know that, and the judges agreed that since he was not made aware of that, he really wasn't given a fair shake. So that's why Miranda v. Arizona is a case law that says whenever police arrest anybody, they should be, or when they detain somebody, before they question them, they should let them know about their rights. So if it's discovered that you interrogated someone and used that information to charge them, but you didn't make them aware of their rights, unfortunately, those charges will be reversed. Any questions on Miranda v. Arizona or Cassidy v. State?
Oh, sir.
Oh, sir.
No, sir.
Yeah, there's no stupid questions, so ask him now.
So, you only have to Mirandize or Cassidize someone when you go from detainment to arrest, right? Or you do it at the start of detainment.
I would do it at the start of detainment, and
Yeah,
you always
because-
do it on arrest.
Yeah, the underlying case law of Miranda v. Arizona specifically says that when somebody's detained, which means, again, a reasonable person would not feel like they're free to go. You have arrest, but before they're charged, you have this detainment.
So
if
just
you're gonna
anytime you're
we-
questioned.
Yeah, because otherwise, if you could ask something like, "What's your name?" You can ask identification things, And even if somebody says, I'm invoking my rights, you can ask them things like, do you need medical attention? What's your name? You can say, like, are you armed? Like, there's some things that you can ask for immediate safety and health, but you can't go into great lengths about, like, do you know this man? What are you doing here? And, if they've invoked their rights, you kind of have to wait until they have an attorney.
Yeah, it's for like any sort of investigatory questions.
Yeah.
And this wouldn't pertain to just any other traffic stop or anything like that, unless you have.
No,
that
this is
reasonable
if you're
suspicion.
yeah, this is not for traffic stops and stuff like that. This is for detainments where you need to question individuals who might arrest.
Right.
So if you ever have somebody in handcuffs, it's pretty much if you put someone in handcuffs, you get to read them their rights. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And it's also with arrests. So once someone's obviously arrested, they're not going to be detained, correct? So always going to read someone their rights when they're placed under arrest.
Yes.
Also, there's been some not miscommunication, but once you have someone in the cell, you don't need to, and you shouldn't ask that person if they need a lawyer. Once you've advised them of their rights, that's pretty much on them. And they need, by the way, they do need to say they understand it. They have to say yes.
Okay. But you don't have to remind them once they understand the first time.
No, that's not on you.
It's up to
It's
them
up to
to
you, Alex.
remember.
Yep. That's why you have to, that's why after you read them rights, you understand these rights, and then they'll say yes. If they don't say yes, and they say they don't understand them, you stop questioning them. Simple as that. All right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Understood.
All right, next case law that we're going to go over is State v. Grabmeyer, which says a readily mobile vehicle, or one that can be made readily mobile in a brief period of time, may be searched by law enforcement without a warrant upon showing probable cause that the vehicle contains contraband or evidence of a crime, provided the vehicle is located in a place where law enforcement has a legal right to be. Officers have probable cause to perform a search of a suspect for drugs, drug paraphernalia, or contraband in circumstances where the officer would be entitled to perform a moody frisk of the suspect. We'll talk about what a moody frisk is in a couple slides. And the suspect attempts to flee the area upon notice or arrival of law enforcement.
Does a readily mobile vehicle, does that mean like an RV would count as that?
Yeah, so any regular vehicle or an RV that is, when it's in condition to drive.
Right.
So, for example, an RV that you might pick up here at PDM that you can drive down, just set up your awning and be off in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
What it doesn't apply to is people who live in trailer parks where the trailer is set,
Gotcha.
on a foundation, and there's no trailer hitch for it. It's not moving. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Yeah. Yo, hell yeah, DLX. Congrats, bro. That's huge.
All right, and then that second State v. Grabmeyer goes over probable cause to search somebody for drugs, drug paraphernalia, or contraband. So when the officer would be entitled to a moody frisk, and the suspect attempts to flee the area upon arrival or notice of law enforcement, you're allowed to have probable cause. All right, so we'll talk about we already talked about what a Terry frisk is, but I think we'll talk about the case law Terry v. Ohio, and also what a moody frisk is. So on the next slide we have Gaspar versus Maher, which is sort of an update on Terry v. Ohio. It says law enforcement officers may detain and frisk suspicious individuals on the scene of a crime that is violent in nature without probable cause to effect an arrest. This is providing that the officer has reasonable articulable suspicion that the individual may be in possession of material evidence that may be extracted from the scene. So it's basically talking about when you are allowed to detain and search an individual. The underlying case law for Gaspar versus Maher is Terry v. Ohio. And one thing that I find helpful, just like I told you there with Miranda v. Arizona, is you understand the initial case law and what the Supreme Court says about it, helps you kind of understand what they're talking about. So, Terry v. Ohio was a case where an officer was driving by late at night, corner store, saw a suspicious individual looking in the window of a closed store, something like 2 in the morning. Now, as a law enforcement officer, you know that's probably suspicious if somebody's shopping through windows at 2 in the morning. But, like we talked about earlier with the difference between reasonable suspicion and probable cause, it's not arrestable, right, to be looking through a window, but it is suspicious. So this officer stopped this individual. Now, I think they were in Ohio, so it's cold, 2 in the morning. I think it was probably February, something like that. This individual's wearing a bulky black winter jacket. So the officer's all alone, 2 in the morning, with this suspect who was looking through the window. And this is when he decided, I'm not going to search this guy's pockets. I don't have, probable cause for that, but I'm concerned that he's armed. I think he even recognized that the guy was a former felon and, knew that he should not be in possession of a firearm. But he observed a bulge under the jacket, which is indicative that he did have a firearm. So he patted him down outside the jacket, felt the gun, found it, arrested him for having illegal possession of the gun. Now, that was the case. That was the case that went to the Supreme Court. That was Terry v. Ohio. And the Supreme Court said, yes, your officers are not allowed to search the pockets of somebody, just based on reasonable suspicion. But the officer's safety and the safety of the public is a greater, concern than the mild inconvenience of being patted down outside of one's clothing. It's minimally intrusive. So that's when they decided to go for this definition of what they call a Terry frisk in the case of Terry of Ohio. But now we also, I think on the next slide, are going to talk about a Moody frisk, which is something you can do here. All right, so everybody understand that? What is a Terry frisk, when you are allowed to frisk somebody, and why the underlying case law exists that you can do that? The difference between frisking them and searching their pockets, you understand that?
Hey.
Yeah, I think.
So now that
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Is it so? Any situation where you have like reasonable suspicion to believe that there may be some danger to your life or something like that would fall under this case law?
Yeah, so if it's a violent crime that you responded to, you think the person may be in possession of a gun. Maybe it's somebody who you've arrested a dozen times before, and they've always got guns on them. They shouldn't have them. They just always do. Yeah, you can frisk this person if they are detained, especially if it's at the site of a violent crime. It's reasonable to conclude this person, if they did commit the crime, they're armed and there's a danger to myself or to others. So you can detain them, you can frisk them. Now, if they do have an illegal weapon, you can move forward to an arrest. If they don't, that's it. You back off, and then you're back at a regular detainment, questioning them.
Got it.
But the legality of that frisk is enshrined there in case law Terry v. Ohio, and in this state, Gaspar versus Mayer, talking about the legality of detaining and frisking suspects who are on the scene of a violent crime. And you don't need probable cause. You don't need evidence that they committed the crime. It's just based on RS.
All right.
Was there another question on that one? All right. The next case law is State versus Pantalones regarding inventorying vehicles for impound. When an officer has a lawful reason to perform an impound of a vehicle, the officer is able to carry out an inventory search of the inner and outer compartments of the vehicle. This must be documented at the time of the search, and the person in possession of the vehicle shall be responsible for any illegal contents found during that search. So you're allowed to search the glove box, the driver's console. You can search the trunk legally if the vehicle is being legally impounded. And then that second part goes over the fact that the person in possession of the vehicle shall be responsible for any illegal contents found during that search. So if you're chasing a car, there's 3 people in it. They're all running from the police. They get out. They run in all different directions. You catch all 3. You search the vehicle, and what do you find in the glove box? 2 illegal guns. Now you got 3 people in the car, 2 guns. Nobody said, each one says we don't know whose gun that was, right? Well, the driver of the vehicle is in possession of the vehicle, and they're responsible for the illegal contents. So it's not like we can have a case where 3 people all claim that none of them had possession of the guns.
What if one of the passengers of the vehicle is like the person who owns the vehicle? Their guns are in there. No one's claiming they weren't the one driving, but they're the one who owned the car.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if the owner is in the vehicle, they count as being in possession of their own car. But
yeah,
assuming it's a stolen car, then whoever's driving it is in possession of the car.
Yeah, okay.
Are they same question?
Yeah. All right, the next one is People versus Donald Ashford. This is regarding hot guns. If a person is found to be in constructive possession of a weapon or firearm that can be identified as being used in the commission of a previous crime, a hot gun, that person shall be subject to all charges that can be proven beyond a reasonable doubt which are tied to that weapon or firearm. To prove their innocence in such case that the burden of proof shall shift to the defense, where they must prove, based on a preponderance of the evidence, which is defined as greater than 51% certainty, that the person was not the perpetrator of the crimes. So the burden shifts to them. So you can basically say you're in possession of a gun, searching the casings. The casings from this gun were on 3 other shooting scenes. Each of them, we did not catch the criminal, but guess what? We got you today, so you're going down for all these shootings. And legally, that's established in People v. Ashford.
All right.
Now, if they are able to come out with some evidence that shows that even though they have the gun today, they weren't in possession of it yesterday, if they were able to prove that they just bought this off of another guy, well, maybe we have a different story. But if they don't have that evidence, they're getting charged, and it's up to them to prove it, not up to you to prove it.
How would they prove such a case if they got it off of someone else?
You mean the Ashford ruling?
Yes.
So as you can see in there, once they have a hot gun, it's on their defense to prove them innocent. So it would be anything of fact that would prove them not to be in that area of the shooting.
Yeah, they can prove that they were at a wedding that night or at that time, or if they have an alibi, or they can prove that they just bought this gun yesterday and those shootings were last week,
Mm-hmm.
But again, they would need to prove the evidence, not you.
Yeah, the burden is on the
you to prove
defense.
otherwise.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
Can you define what constructive possession means rather than just possession?
Yeah. So obviously, if somebody has a gun in their pocket, they're in direct possession of the firearm. If they're running in a vehicle, the vehicle crashes, they get out and flee on foot, they get tackled and arrested. You search the car, and guess what was right under the driver's seat? A gun. Or if it was in the glove box, a gun. They're not in possession of it directly, they're in constructive possession. So in other words, they were in the vehicle where the gun was found. Something like that.
Yeah, or the house. Yeah.
So if they're like adjacent
Any sort of
to
property. Any property. They have ownership or rent or anything like that.
If you saw them run during the chase and they ran into a bush, they looked like they dropped something and they kept running. Or if they ran directly up to a dumpster, you saw them lift the lid and then keep running. You arrest them, you drag them back to that dumpster, back to that bush, and you find the gun that was involved in the crime. They could say, oh no, I didn't drop anything, and you just happened to find the dumpster where there was a gun, That's kind of nonsense. So you saw them go to it, and you saw the item there.
Gotcha.
So yeah, basically, if I had to just sum it up, I would say constructive possession is one step below direct possession. They don't have it in their person; they can't manipulate it, immediately, but they are in control of where it was. So their glove box or something like that.
Yeah, it's strictly about that person having like ownership or, like I said, renting a property, car, house, apartment.
Yeah. So if you find something in their closet of their house, they're not carrying it around, but he found it in their closet of their bedroom. What are they going to say? Somebody planted it there, or somebody walked into my bedroom and put it in my closet? It's their closet, so they're typically in control in their closet. Okay. Next one we're going to go over is State v. Moody. This is a case law regarding if you witness a handoff. So where police, one, are directed to a location due to a computer-aided dispatch alert indicating a suspicious anonymous tip or 911 call or other alert, which could tend to indicate the sale of drugs based on training experience of officers. And two, police present evidence in the form of a photograph or testimony of suspicious handoffs by a citizen observed on location of the first. A police officer may stop a suspect on the street and frisk him or her based on the reasonable articulated suspicion formed by the combination of the above. So, you witness a handoff, you see a suspicious person, you get a call that there's suspicious activities going on. That's enough to detain and frisk somebody. So I guess in this case, the person had questions of whether there was even enough RS to prove that you could frisk somebody. And this case law says, yes, that is enough RS to frisk somebody based on a dispatch alert, an anonymous tip, a 911 call, something like that. As long as you have one of those and you have either a photograph of or you visibly see a handoff, that's enough to stop someone and frisk them. So again, keep in mind that they empower you to frisk and detain. They don't empower you to arrest or search. So you would need to question them. If you get some additional information, maybe upon the frisk you find a gun they're not supposed to have. Now you can arrest them. Now you can search them. All right, questions on State v. Moody. That's called a Moody frisk here.
I think that makes sense. So you don't even need a photo. You can just witness the handoff.
Yeah. If you have a photo, that's great. That's preferred if you can, but it's not always feasible or possible.
All right.
So if you're able to witness it at all, and you're able to give testimony, that's good enough. All right, next we have State v. Glenn Armstrong Jr. This is a updated version of Tennessee v. Garner. So where the officer has probable cause to believe that the suspect poses an immediate threat of serious physical harm, either to the officer or to others, it is not constitutionally unreasonable to prevent escape by using deadly force. If the suspect threatens the officer with a weapon or there's probable cause to believe that he has committed a crime involving the infliction or threatened infliction of serious physical harm, deadly force may be used if necessary to prevent escape and if, where feasible, some warning has been given. So if you are chasing somebody down who's fleeing for jaywalking and you don't have any belief that they're actually dangerous, but they're running from you and it's annoying, you do not have the right to use deadly force in bringing that person into custody. But if the person is fleeing after just having stabbed one of your fellow officers, or if they're running with a gun after they just took someone hostage and now they're running towards a busy store full of people, obviously in these situations, you know that somebody is a threat and they're posing maybe future threat to people, you can use deadly force to bring that person into custody to prevent their escape. But where feasible, you should be giving them a warning first. So stop or we will open fire on you, or stop or we will use deadly force, something like that. That way, when they run and they get shot in the back, they don't get surprised by it. And again, that's based on the case law of Tennessee v. Gardner, which again said very much the same thing. If there's a fleeing felon, if there's a potential threat to officers or to the public, the police are empowered legally to use force up to and including deadly force to prevent their escape. But again, only when it's reasonably objectively reasonable to use that force. Should always, as always, use the minimum force necessary, but it's very hard to tell you that you're supposed to tackle somebody who has a knife or to, use a baton on somebody who's holding a firearm. So again, if somebody's running with a gun in their hand and they're posing a threat to other people or to officers, you warn them and then you shoot. And just like the other aspects of force, your level of force can and should go up or go down based on what the suspect is doing. So if you see a suspect who's fleeing from a bank robbery where they just had a hostage, the car crashes, they get out, they run on foot, and you say, "Oh, he's got a gun in his hand." All right, what do? You warn them, put that gun away, or we will open fire on you. If they put the gun away, don't shoot. You warned them, they complied. You can still chase them. Now you should still have that firearm in your hand. You should still be ready to shoot in case they pull theirs out. But if they're running and they put their gun away, don't shoot them in the back.
And this is also pertaining to if they haven't shot yet. So if you get on scene and you see someone shooting, maybe shooting officers, shooting people, and they put the gun away and they start running, they're still liable to be shot.
Yeah. So if the person's been non-violent, but there's a potential threat, and they put their gun away, you can play it that way. Don't shoot. But if the person's literally just got done shooting an officer, and now they're basically, what is that? What is that beeping?
That's someone put out a bolo for a car.
Oh, that's a bolo beep.
No, that's the same beep.
That's annoying.
Kind of looking into getting that changed. That's a high priority beep. I haven't been on the radio. Could be something they're looking for though.
All right. Let's move on. Our next slide is the use of force continuum, something we were actually just talking about. This is defined as the amount of force and the amount of effort required by law enforcement officers to compel compliance by an unwilling suspect. So we have different levels of force here. I want you to familiarize yourself with them. Level 1 is actually just officer presence. In this case, no force is being used. You can do this when subjects are obedient, compliant, or non-aggressive. Sometimes the mere presence of a law enforcement officer works to deter crime or to defuse a situation. LEO's attitudes and professional training, are professional and non-threatening. So this might be something like, there's been multiple fights in the area outside the hospital. There's 2 gangs. Each one has a victim in the hospital, and they're kind of out front jawing at each other. Sometimes you don't need to just jump right in and start clubbing people over the head. Just having 3 officers standing in the lobby or standing outside, officer presence alone may be enough to defuse that situation. If you are giving orders, you might say, "Hey, why don't you guys stay on this side? You guys go to that side." Just polite, professional, non-threatening. Level 2, verbalization. Force is non-physical. So in this case, subjects are obedient, compliant, non-aggressive, but LEOs are issuing calm, non-threatening commands such as, "Let me see your identification and registration." LEOs may increase their volume and shorten their commands in an attempt to gain compliance. Short commands might include "stop" or "don't move." And LEOs may attach repercussions for failing to obey a command, such as "stop" or "I will place you under arrest." So again, these first 2 levels of force are not physical. So level 1 is officer presence alone. Level 2 is verbalization.
Yep. And I will suggest that you only have 3, questions, which is ask, tell, do. First, if you need to talk to a suspect or need them to do something, you ask them. If they don't do it, you tell them. And if they don't do that after you tell them, you do. And that's usually placing them under arrest. So don't give people chances to think they could wiggle out or take advantage of you, because it's just going to keep on escalating.
All right, any questions on level 1 or level 2 of the use of force continuum?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Excellent. Let's move on to the next slide. Level 3 is empty hand control. This is LEOs using bodily force to gain control of a situation. Use this when subjects are resisting and non-compliant. You could use soft techniques such as grabs, holds, joint locks, and to restrain an individual, or hard techniques such as punches or kicks to restrain an individual. Level 4 is less lethal methods. In this case, LEOs use less lethal technologies to gain control of a situation. Use this when subjects are physically aggressive and there is an immediate likelihood of injury to themselves or to others. You can use options such as blunt impact, like a baton or projectile, to immobilize a combative person. Chemical agents. LEOs may use chemical sprays or projectiles embedded with chemicals to restrain an individual, or conducted energy devices, CEDs. These are things like tasers. LEOs may use CEDs to immobilize an individual. CEDs discharge a high voltage, low amperage jolt of electricity from a distance. And level 5 is lethal force. LEOs use lethal weapons to gain control of a situation. LEOs use deadly weapons against subjects in self-defense or defense of others. So it's going to be things like your firearms. We don't really distinguish between this firearm being lethal and that one being extra lethal. They're both lethal force. All right, so those first 2 were non-physical, and then these last 3 are escalating physical. So does everybody understand the 5 levels of force there?
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
These are going to be very important because as you're going out there, not everyone's going to be cooperative with you, and you're going to have to know, when are you okay to start using soft techniques like a grab or a hold? When can you start using punches and kicks? When is it too late for punches and kicks and you need to use something like a taser? When should you be using your firearm? And you need to have these sort of in your mind as the situations escalate. You need to be escalating your level of force, and if they de-escalate, you should be de-escalating your force as well. All right, next slide. This is going to be our use of force principles. LEOs will use only the minimum amount of force necessary to establish control in a situation, make an arrest, or protect themselves or others from harm. So just like we've always been saying, your detainments and searches should be the least invasive necessary to do your jobs. Similarly, the use of force you use should be the minimum amount of force necessary to do your job. LEOs shall use advisements, warnings, and verbal persuasion when possible before resorting to force. It's not always possible. Sometimes as soon as you get out of your car, things are going down and you might have to immediately use lethal force. You may not get a chance to issue a warning. But when it is possible, you should always be giving advisements, warnings about what's going to happen if the person does not comply. Force shall be de-escalated immediately as resistance decreases. So again, we talked about that a little bit before. If somebody's running with a gun in their hand, you warn them to put it away. If they do, okay, well now we can de-escalate our force. But that's within reason too. Like we said, if they just got done murdering 3 cops, then they lured another cop up a ladder, shot them in the head as soon as they got up the ladder. This person is not. They're demonstrated that they're willing to go down in the use of force only to then go up again, so that once they have the advantage, you don't have to put yourself at a disadvantage. But again, where reasonable, you should be decreasing the force when you can. When feasible, based on the circumstances, LEOs will use disengagement, area containment surveillance, waiting out a subject, requesting additional units, or calling in specialized units in order to reduce the need for force and increase LEO and civility. So again, it's not going to be probably an issue. I'm sure everybody's going to say, if I'm walking into a scene and there's 5, 6, 7 gang members, I'm probably going to ask for backup before I move forward with this. If you're constantly, wherever you're going, ending up in use of force issues and deadly situations, and we're not sure why you're not asking for backup or de-escalating or able to get out of those situations, that probably would be a little bit of a red flag. So when possible, use disengagement, contain area surveillance, get backup units, specialized units. That will change the sort of math on the scene, and maybe that will defuse the situation from becoming violent. LEOs shall allow individuals time to submit to arrest before force is used whenever possible. Again, that's one of those things that's within reason. If you're telling somebody to turn around, face away from you, so you can take them into custody, a lot of people take that as an opportunity to hold court right then and there at the side of the road. They're going to say, no, I'm not going to turn around until you prove your case to me beyond reasonable doubt. I'm going to be the judge of this. Don't let that person do that. But if it takes 2 or 3 times for them to comply, give your warnings and advisement before you resort to force. I don't want you punching and tackling people the second they mouth off or decline a lawful order. LEOs shall use firearms with a high degree of restraint. LEO's use of firearms, therefore, shall never be considered routine and is permissible only in defense of life or to prevent serious bodily injury to the law enforcement officer or to others, and then only after all alternative means have been exhausted. Again, it's a dangerous job we do. We deal with criminals specifically. A lot of times criminals are armed. They do not want to be arrested by police. So a lot of times we put ourselves in situations where a normal person would not. But that being said, this is the job we chose. We are skilled, trained professionals, and we should not be just resorting to our firearm as our primary tool in law enforcement. So again, use your firearm when necessary, but use it with a high degree of skill and restraint. So sometimes you need to know when not to shoot, not just when to shoot. All right, a few more items here. When feasible, law enforcement officers will identify themselves as an LEO and issue a warning before discharging a firearm. That's something that I talked about a little bit earlier. When it comes to using force, you should always give a warning, give advisement. Again, it's not always possible to do so. Sometimes you'll be shot before you even get out of your car, let alone, giving them a warning or identifying yourself. I mean, if you're in a full uniform and you're in a marked patrol car with emergency lights flashing, you might say it's probably pretty obvious at that point that you're a law enforcement officer. But just to be safe, especially when you're chasing somebody at night, always call out, sheriff's office or, LSPD or whatever department you're with. LEOs shall not discharge a firearm from a moving vehicle or at a moving vehicle unless the occupants of the vehicle are using deadly force against the LEO or another person, and such action is necessary for the self-defense or to protect the other person. LEOs shall not intentionally place themselves in the path of or reach inside a moving vehicle, and where possible should attempt to move out of the path of a moving vehicle before discharging their weapon. LEOs also shall not shoot at any part of a vehicle in an attempt to disable the vehicle if civilians are likely to be injured. Okay, so these are some important points here. The first one talks about firing your weapon from your vehicle or firing your weapon at a moving vehicle. Those are both incredibly dangerous things to do, so you should not be typically resorting to that unless it's absolutely necessary. So the person in the car in front of you is turned around and started shooting out of their car at you. In that case, it may be necessary to shoot back at them. But I don't want to hear scenes where, we have a shooting suspect who's on a rooftop and you're just kind of circling the neighborhood, shooting wildly from your car, trying to pick them off as you're driving around the corner. That's nonsense. Also, again, you should not intentionally place yourself in the path of a vehicle or reach inside of a vehicle when it's moving. So if you're on a traffic stop and the person is starting their engine, I do not want to see you moving yourself in front of the vehicle and aiming your gun at the driver and saying, if you hit the gas, I'm going to shoot you. That would be basically creating your own exigency, creating your own life-threatening situation so that you can shoot them. And that last part goes about shooting, shooting tires or shooting the engine, trying to disable the vehicle with gunshots. This isn't, Bonnie and Clyde. We're not just going to light up the entire car. If the driver is shooting, you can shoot the driver. If the passenger is shooting, you can shoot the passenger. But don't just light up the entire vehicle, unless everybody in the vehicle is a deadly threat, which could happen. LEOs should consider the following when determining how to implement the use of force. What is the severity of the crime at hand? So obviously, if you're responding to a call about somebody shoplifting from, they stole their food at Burger Shot, that probably the severity of that crime does not immediately merit, a high level use of force. But if you're responding to a call of a multiple shooting with, a dead on arrival person, and you have a suspect in the area, that's a pretty severe crime. Kidnapping, aggravated assault, things like that. Does the subject pose an immediate threat to the life, threat to law enforcement officers or to others? Is the subject resisting arrest or attempting to flee? What is the mental health of that subject? Are less lethal options available? And what are the objective facts about the incident? So how certain are you that this is even the suspect? So these are all things that you should be considering. So if these questions do support using force, then you are empowered by obviously not only Supreme Court but by our SOPs to use force. But if the answer to these questions indicates it's a low-level crime, they don't pose an immediate threat, they're not resisting, you probably should not be using a high level of force in these situations, especially if you have less lethal options available, or the facts of the situation are not concrete enough to go forward with use of force. All right, anybody have any questions about use of force principles?
I don't believe so.
No, sir.
All right, those are very, very important. Like we said, police work is very complex. There's a lot going on quickly. A lot of times you don't have a lot of information. But if you can't follow these guidelines, about when you can, use force against somebody, you can be not only fired for use of excessive force, but you could be looking at criminal charges if you, shoot somebody that you really shouldn't have shot, or if you use force, physical force against somebody who really that was not warranted.
Yeah, I have a question. Like, if I come at you guys with a knife, like if I'm just running at you with a knife, what do you come back with?
Probably taser.
Nope.
You're gonna
Taser
tase
or
me?
gun.
That would be a weapon.
Yeah, I'm running at you with a knife.
Yep.
I'm going to stab you.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you stop me?
If you have time, try to use verbal warnings, but if you don't, right?
No.
All right, just shoot.
If she's in a dead sprint, there would be no.
So a knife
time.
is So you are always going to use a force level above what's being seen by the suspect, right?
Right.
There is also a 21-foot rule for anybody with a knife.
Okay.
You know what that is?
I'm assuming if they're within 21 feet of you, that constitutes an immediate deadly threat.
It's that they can stab you before you pull out your gun.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
So 21 feet can be closed in about, I think it's a second and a half.
All right.
So if there's someone violent with a knife, you're always going to have your firearm. You're not going to try and tase them. Okay? If you're by yourself, if there's someone else with you, maybe you could have a taser out. Tase them, see if they, when they get back up, if they want to, surrender. If not, you're going to shoot this person. You have to... Yeah, you're always gonna have a firearm if someone's running with you at a knife or there has a knife around you.
Yeah.
Same if somebody tackles you, right? That's assault and battery. Right? If you're getting tackled, you're gonna be down on the ground for, what, 2-3 seconds? That's a good, response to non-lethal force. You go to your taser, go to your baton. Don't let people tackle you. That's unreasonable. Not going to happen. Any questions?
No, sir.
No, sir.
I got another one. All right, I'm coming at you with a baseball bat. Now what?
Would that be considered? That'd be considered lethal, wouldn't it? That could kill you.
I'm coming at you with a baseball bat. What are you gonna do to me?
I mean, I would most definitely go a step above. I mean, it
Which
can
means?
hurt just as bad, so I think that would still pull out my gun then.
Yeah, they could beat your brains in. So.
Yeah, if I get close to you, I am going to hit you with this bat.
I'm taking out my
I'll
gun.
pull out my gun.
Yeah.
You guys are more concerned about a bat than a knife?
No, equally concerned.
I think they're both deadly in the right
They are.
hands.
Yeah.
If someone has a weapon in their hand, you're gonna have a firearm in yours. Okay.
Yep.
Understandable.
Any other questions? Because we're gonna be on module 2. We're gonna have like a 10-15 minute breather.
No, sir.
Second module is not that long. All right.
I think
It's
everything made sense.
10. What was that, Kate?
I said cool.
All right. Be back here at let's say, I don't know, you want to do 10:35 or 10:40?
I don't care.
Let's say 10:35. We'll do 10 minutes.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, otherwise I'm gonna go
Over
to
here.
the DMV and watch that bar complaint thing, man.
Yeah.
Too much time. I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
Yeah, get up, move your legs around. Go do some
Yeah.
stuff.
Shep, come here, Shep.
A lot of info.
Yeah, you're telling me.
Yeah.
Right.
I think food trucks deliver. 'Cause they're
Yeah,
local
there's
around.
food delivery guys.
Oh yeah, we should probably get an order, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
What's
stocked
everyone
up.
feeling like? Probably like a meal or something
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I
I
think just
stocked up
one
before I
meal.
came here.
for everyone.
Yeah, 'cause I need to eat my
Cancel.
food, and I'm pretty sure by the time we're done with the
would you
next
like a combo
module,
as well?
I'm gonna need food
Oh
again.
yeah, I'm good. Yeah, if you can order me some food, go for that. Apparently, the first ever state bar hearing is happening at the DMV right now.
Yeah.
Wait, bar hearing?
Hey, how's it going? Is it possible I can get a food delivery about 3 combos to VP?
Yeah, well, yeah.
What'll
like
be
I
next?
said, I'll-
Module
is this
2.
what
I'll do as
PD?
much or as little as you
Module
can.
2 is like
Sure.
arrest procedures and stuff. Yeah, so sorry, obviously I'm
Yeah,
being
no worries.
pretty quiet, Chad. I'm taking
Alright,
in all
yeah,
this
for sure.
information, so
Alright, have a good one.
just trying to make sure I listen and
Text
pay
me.
attention. And then tomorrow,
Oh, there's some new penal codes.
tomorrow's gonna be the really fun
Intoxication,
stuff.
Distracted driving. Driving on a sidewalk. Oh, okay.
Tomorrow's gonna be the fun stuff. Tomorrow's when we do like pursuit training and
Felony
stuff like that.
trespassing got increased
And Harold's gonna be there.
15 months to 25 months imprisonment. Wow.
Find the restaurant.
Wait, what the fuck? He's got the same username as me.
I don't want to hear you complaining anymore.
How do I go back?
Do what you feel is right. I'm just saying, this is the same thing.
Hell yeah, brother.
So we're just doing modules 1 and 2 today. Yeah, Nixon told me we're doing. Yeah. Nixon said we're doing traffic
American
stop,
Patriot
patrol, and-
won. And he's American Patriot. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
That's what
I
this
found
is
the other
something
guy.
More important. I mean, obviously, knowing procedure for the other things is important. This is like the foundation upon which you build.
That's crazy.
If you don't start with a good foundation, yeah.
Hi, shit ass bitch. Hi, Meg. Hi, shit ass bitch. Yeah.
And they'll struggle with it. It's difficult to get, but what I don't want is people out there on the street saying, "Okay, can I have your driver's license and vehicle information?" And they're like, "No." And they're like, "Oh, what can I do? Can I?"
You're mad at me?
Can I actually?
That seems unreasonable.
Like, what do I do? I mean, legally, I
That
haven't done
seems
anything wrong. I keep
unreasonable.
speeding. Like, what do I do? Yeah, the questions. That was the best thing to do. A simple question. I have a knife. What are you doing? And they all like, taser. It's like, okay, dude, you're dead. Yeah, I probably should have asked more scenario questions. That was exactly what they need.
They say that they have no questions because there's always like they don't understand this shit perfectly. They're learning it
Right.
for the first time.
It might be like they don't know enough to even think of a good question, you know?
Hey, what the fuck? Come on now.
Exactly.
Come on now.
Yeah, and that second of hesitation of, should I be using my taser or my baton or my gun? Boom, you're dead that quick. And then,
I love the filters and stuff, dude.
and then you switch it out for a bat, and it's like they think it's a different thing. It's like, oh, it's a bat now. Now I use my baton.
I didn't think it was a different thing. I just learned. I swear.
Yeah.
Talking shit. They're talking shit, chat. They're talking shit.
Oh, absolutely.
I'll show them.
Man, I have to take a quick nap.
Oh, you got Zoomer disease. Can't stop looking at your phone. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't even sit down for the life of me.
Yeah.
I'm just so ingrained in my phone.
Yeah. I've been there.
Uh,
I know
all I
they're
did was look at a
grilling
text
me right
message.
now.
And now I just...
Yeah.
I am enthralled with the technology right now.
Or you want me to try to tackle you? Think that'll help?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh, thanks. Okay. Let's
Hey.
see. Maybe, now that I'm less distracted.
Yeah.
Definitely less distracted. Nope.
Oh well, shit. Better have a nap.
Yeah. Oh, do I have to nap downstairs or
No,
can I just...
no, you should be able to be fine. You should be fine here, I think. I don't know though.
Okay. Alright, well I'm just gonna go back here then.
All right. Hell yeah. Oh man. So cool. Hell yeah. Today's the big classroom day, chat. Tomorrow will be more exciting. I promise. But I'm still finding this stuff pretty interesting. As dry as it can be, I like it still. It's interesting. But I don't know. It might be a short stream today because I didn't really have anything planned for after, and we started kind of late. Tomorrow we'll be starting at the same time because of Academy.
I need to go clock back in.
All right. Oh, you may. Hey, just hey. You can duty on from your phone if you had a nap.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Just duty on. Because you may not be able to like unlock some doors and shit to get down there. You know what I mean?
Ah, true.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh man.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
no
food.
longer-
No, ma'am. Italian soda and a pizza slice.
All right.
Ooh.
I like you're really slipping into this voice. What do you mean?
You guys have like another minute or so.
Is it starting to sound more natural? Is that what you mean?
Oh my god.
Hell yeah.
Where was it? It was from the Morelli Bros.
Morelli? I don't think I've
That's
ever
good to
heard of
hear.
that
The fella dropped off.
It's kind of fun. It's fun to do the southern accent.
They dress funny? In gorilla
Yeah.
suits or?
He's
Starting to sound
wearing,
like sipping on whiskey. What does that mean?
like a piece of man to me.
What is that? What does that mean?
He had,
I
like,
don't
some,
understand.
Like, suspenders. Or not
I
suspenders.
don't
what is it,
understand. Do I
overalls?
sound like a whiskey drinker? Hell yeah.
He had,
That's
like,
what I'm
kind
talking
of a
about.
Red turtleneck
Yeah.
underneath, red hat.
I'm classy like that.
Yeah, that sounds a little weird.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, wasn't really expecting it. He was driving a Emperor.
Laid back, one sip at a
Definitely
time.
not something I would expect.
We're not in a rush to be most popular. Not in a rush not to either. You guys know what that's from? You guys seen that ad? We're not in a rush to be most popular. Not in a rush not to either. Wild turkey. I'm Matthew McConaughey. I love you, Ruspin. I just cannot get comfortable on this goddamn chair.
You keep slipping.
You listen, man. I keep thinking I'm just gonna sit in this thing. It looks mighty comfy, and then I sit and it's not comfy at all.
Maybe just straighten your back just a little bit.
No.
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 Okay.
Cool guy check. You missed cool guy check time fighting. Sorry.
Maybe
You missed it
sit
already.
on a book or something, like a phone book.
Wait. Do I seem like I'm sitting low in the chair to you? Because I feel like I'm sitting really high in the chair.
Yeah.
What
You
in the
kind of look
hell?
like a short king when you're sitting down.
Well, there ain't nothing wrong with being a short king.
That's
There's
true.
nothing
We
wrong
stand
with
a
short
short
kings.
king.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Wait. I think I got it. Yeah, how's that?
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, there we go. I feel like I'm sitting on a fucking phone book right now, but that's fine. I'm just kidding, fighting. It's never too late for a cool guy check. Ooh, got him.
Yeah.
Got him. Got him. You thought. You thought. You thought.
All right, everybody's here. Anybody have any new questions they thought of over the break for the first module?
Oh, sure.
Oh, sir.
No, sir.
I'll let you know.
Okay. All right, it's gonna be your time to read now, okay?
All right.
Okay.
So we can all read. Everybody know how to do that here?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Believe
Alright,
it or not.
Just checking. Oh, you going to the county?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it that obvious?
No, you never know.
Yeah.
I'm trying to land in grapeseed.
Yeah, that's it, man.
Oh, I couldn't
that's
tell.
The spot.
All right. So I'll go from stage left, all right?
All right.
All right.
Oh.
Let's go.
All right.
No, that's
No,
not you.
that's stage right.
No.
Yeah,
No,
I'll
stage
be
right?
stage
Oh, I
left,
thought it
alright.
was
Also, make
Want
sure
me
you
to
shout
read
us.
the?
left.
Want me to read the whole slide?
We'll change off on we'll change off on different topics. So you'll do general guidelines.
Okay.
I'll do responding to calls. Someone will do code 1, code 2, code 3, etc.
All right. I'll
Alright.
get it started then. Responded to a call. General guidance. Law enforcement officers may patrol wherever they want, unless otherwise directed by a superior. LEOs may patrol with one partner, and there may not be more than 2 regular occupants in one patrol vehicle. While on patrol, LEOs are expected to obey all traffic laws.
Your turn now.
Responding to calls. No active dispatch is available. Units will respond according to the following: proximity to the call, announce and go into the call, units required for the type of call or request.
Code 1. Units respond with no lights or sirens and obey all traffic laws. This is used for low priority calls such as impound requests, taking a report, etc. Units may also reduce to Code 1 from a higher code to prevent alerting suspects of the unit's presence.
Code 2. Units respond with emergency lights and intermittent horns, sirens.
Such a classroom.
Horns and or sirens are used to clear intersections and alert traffic to the unit's presence.
I feel like I'm in school.
Code 2 is used when responding to emergency calls, such as injured persons, carjackings, etc. Units may reduce to Code 2 from a higher code to prevent alerting suspects of the unit's presence.
Prudence, can you speak up? I can't hear you at all.
Is this better, ma'am?
Yep, that's perfect. Thank you.
Would you like me to repeat?
No, I know what it says.
We wrapping around then? Are we the next section? All right. Code 3. Units respond with emergency lights and sirens activated. Horns are used to clear intersections in traffic. Code 3 is used when responding to priority situations such as robberies, shots fired, or requests for assistance.
All right, before we go on to the next one, does everybody know what a washout is here?
A washout?
Yeah, it's called siren washout.
No, sir, I do not.
I'm unfamiliar.
All right, so
Not sure.
we have 3 different tones on the sirens, right?
Yeah.
We have the wail, the yelp, and then the phaser. If you're responding to a call, we're not talking about pursuits here because pursuits are mainly focused on driving. But I'll go over that. So if you're responding to a call, it's beneficial to yourself and the public to change the tone of your siren maybe every 15, 25 seconds if you're responding somewhere. The main reason for this is that if you have your siren on, the same siren on for an extended period of time, the human ear and body seems to ignore that over a while. So it's always good to change your siren up, especially responding to the city and things like that. When you get in intersections, you obviously got to slow down, but you will want to change your siren before each intersection. And usually try to do that before I say 100 feet for the next intersection or traffic light and stuff like that as well. If you're in pursuit, you don't want every unit in the pursuit to be using the same siren. Usually the person who's in primary will either use the yelp or phaser, which is like the phaser is the really fast siren, and the yelp is the the medium speed siren, and the wail is the normal one you usually hear around. All right, so in a vehicle pursuit, everybody usually wants to have a different siren on. Phaser can get annoying. That's the point of it. And then, like I said,
Bro, I want to ask him to
generally want to change your
I want to ask him to do the siren noises. But I feel like he won't like that. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Understood.
Yeah. Could you give me like an auditory example of what each of the sirens sound like by chance, just so I know which one's which? I couldn't help it.
You asking me to be a siren?
Well, yeah, like which one goes wee woo wee woo wee woo, and which one goes.
So that's a phaser you just did.
All right. Yeah.
What was the last one?
There's wee woo, and then there's what is the second one?
There's
well, that's a horn.
That's a horn. The wee woo one that you were doing, that's kind of like a yelp.
Okay, and then what's the other?
And you have the really long one, the wail.
Yeah, the one that goes.
Yep, there you go. That's
all
the
right,
wail.
Cool, I got it. Yeah, sweet. Thank you. I'm an auditory learner, you know.
Oh, that's good.
Sounds like he'll be effective even if his sirens are malfunctioning.
Yeah,
He'll
he
stay
will.
Oh,
focused.
hell yeah.
That's good.
Is there like a
Oh, yeah.
megaphone in the car? I can be like, woo.
Yeah.
There is.
Oh, hell yeah.
If I
All right.
forget to turn them on, I'll just be the siren.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
There you go.
man.
There you go. All right, let's go to the next slide. Come on, guys.
Your
I,
turn, your
I
turn.
forget
Yeah,
who,
it's your
what turn we were on.
Yeah.
Responding to a call, arriving on scene. As units arrive on scene, they are required to announce to dispatch that they are 10:23.
I'm gonna do bullet points, not the little bullet points. We'll just change it from bullet points now.
Okay. The initial unit on scene will establish scene control until relieved by a senior LEO.
Units need to quickly ascertain the situation and provide the following information to other units as applicable. Verification of the location and, if necessary, a more accurate description of the location, vehicles on scene and their disposition, leaving, arriving, etc., individuals on scene and their disposition, injured, armed, fleeing, etc., and if additional units are required and where, if any, they need to respond to.
Establish control of the scene and ensure that individuals understand they are not free to leave. If necessary, physically restrain individuals in accordance with use of force policies.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now we get into the really stuff you need to know.
All right. Hell yeah.
RS/PC RS. Booking facilities: Sandy Shore Sheriff's Office, Vespucci Police Department, Davis Police Department.
Procedure. Escort suspects into the building and place them into a cell. Suspects will remain in physical restraints until locked in a cell, and suspects will not be placed into another cell with another suspect.
I'll stop there. So where it says suspects will not be placed into another cell with another suspect. Let me get some of the reasons you think that should be.
They could be a danger to each other. They could conspire and get their story straight, and you may plan to separate them.
That's the answer I want to hear. That's the big one. Corroborating stories. You also want to try and separate in the vehicles on scene as soon as, if you believe they're... You initially want to separate everybody on an arrest scene. All right? But yeah, that's definitely the answer I was looking for. It's a +1.
All right.
All right, let's go on.
Your turn or my turn?
Oh.
I think it's your turn.
I don't remember. Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Perform a secondary search of the suspect and remove any remaining contraband on their person.
If they have not been identified and do not possess an identification, their fingerprints must be run. This can be done in the mugshot room at the fingerprint machine.
If they are a first-time offender and require a mugshot, report them to the appropriate room and take their mugshot. Mugshots are taken from the waist up. Hats, glasses, masks, etc. cannot cover the face. Suspects are not authorized to pose in their photographs.
Once a suspect has been searched and/or they've been placed back into the cell after being fingerprinted or photographed, exit and lock the cell. Once outside of the cell, remove their physical restraints.
All right, any questions there?
That seems pretty straightforward.
Inform the suspect that you will be drafting their charges and generate the initial report in the MDW. MDW operation is covered in a subsequent section. During this time, verify if the individual has any active warrants for their arrest, if not already done so. Subjects will be charged at the discretion of the arresting officer. LEOs will fairly charge subjects and work to avoid stacking charges.
Once the charges are drafted, inform the suspect of the charges and ask if they would like a lawyer present during the booking process. If they say no, you may proceed with the booking. If they wish to have an attorney present, you must make every effort to contact an attorney even if no interrogation is taking place. Likewise, if a subject requests a bench trial, LEOs must make every effort to schedule a bench trial.
If a lawyer arrives at the booking facility, LEO will escort them into the cell block. All lawyers will be searched.
Inform the attorney the incident at hand and the charges their client faces.
Lawyers will be allowed to privately consult with their clients.
Once a course of action has been established, the individual will be fined and sentenced accordingly.
All right. What do you think, you guys? What do you think we're searching for in lawyers and stuff?
Sure, they don't bring any weapons.
Or take anything out. You
Yeah.
search them on the way
Weapons.
out too.
I mean, you shouldn't have to.
All right.
But yeah, we're looking, just making sure they don't bring any weapons in or their phone. They're not supposed to use their phone down there. Okay.
All right. So that's a full search, not just a frisk.
No, they have to consent to a search. They're in police property. So
yeah, all right.
Warrants. If an individual has an active warrant and is arrested, they will also be revoked. Warrant sentences and fines are added in addition to the suspect's current charges. Warrants are not negotiable unless the LEO who generated the warrant assists in the booking of the suspect. Warrants that are not served during an arrest validated and are void.
yeah, I'll go on that. So, if you arrest someone and they have a warrant, right? They get booked for all the charges. So you're gonna look at the warrant incident, and then you're gonna charge them there on that incident. You're gonna make a new incident for their charges. When we go to the second one, if the person or the original person who made the warrant is not on duty when that person is arrested, they can go to a bench trial for that. All right. So let's say I wrote a warrant for Mike Block and he's arrested. I'm not around. He can't go for a bench trial. He has to go to jail on a not guilty plea and then appeal at a later time. Now, if I was on duty and he wanted to appeal, or he wanted to have a bench trial for the warrant, he could do that. Now, last thing here is, if you arrest someone and you don't check their profile, you send them up, put them on the charges. So you say I arrested one of you guys for, I don't know, reckless driving, right? I get you in here. I don't check your profile. Charge you with reckless driving. I send you up. Meanwhile, one of you may have had a warrant for assault with a deadly weapon. So that warrant is now null and void, and everybody's going to be mad. So always make sure you're looking at every individual's profiles when you bring someone on an arrest, okay?
Yep.
Understood. Would it be like good procedure, like say if you do know the person that did the warrant is actually on duty, like to just contact them and let them have that person
Yeah, it'd be good procedure. Because if they say they want a bench trial and they're on duty, they're going to have to go to bench anyway.
Understood.
Now, because of what Sergeant Ferrero said there, warrants cannot be negotiated unless the LEO who wrote it is available to assist. What does that tell you about the standards that we have here for expectations for writing a warrant?
Very high.
Very fucking high.
Yep.
If I see a warrant from any of you, it better clearly spell out how you positively identified the suspect is the one who committed the crime. I want to see the evidence that proves each charge on that warrant was done by that suspect.
Yep.
If you're writing warrants and you can't even really say how you identified the person, I mean, that's not fair to your fellow officers who are going to have to try to explain that. That's not fair to the suspect who's going to have to serve the time before they can appeal it because they can't even appeal it. It's not fair to a lot of people. So the standards we have here for report writing are already high. You will be given all the tools to do it. It's a fantastic system we have.
Mhm.
But we do expect a lot out of you. And when it comes to warrants, it better be the tip top. I want all the I's dotted, the T's crossed.
Yep. If you want to look at 2 warrants, you go to Mike Block on your terminals, your MDWs. Mike Block has 3 open warrants. You can look at any of those warrants, and you'll understand, what this means. So I've got 2 warrants from Mike Block. I get a kidnapping, and then Mike Block and friends order takeout. Those are 2 warrants I wrote. So in your warrants, you want to put down probable cause to that warrant and the charges, okay? That's to make it easy for you and the judge. Also, another thing I'll go over is, I don't think it was covered, but witness testimony is not PC. So consider everybody in the state, aside from an on-duty officer, that any sort of testimony they give you, a witness statement, is just reasonable suspicion.
That's a good point.
Yeah, we would be probably arresting everybody if witness testimony was PC here.
Yeah, if 2 people, 3 people say, yeah, this guy, I saw him do this crime. That's not enough to say, okay, warrant for this guy for that crime, because 3 people told me he did it. Like that, there is no number of people, unless there's photographic evidence, video evidence, law enforcement saw it happen, or there's some type of evidence. We need some kind of physical or some other evidence.
Yeah, this goes for everybody, right? If the only people who can give actual statements with probable cause are on-duty law enforcement personnel. If someone goes over the radio, if it's an EMT, anything like that, that's not PC. As much as we work together, they're not trained in, observation and stuff like that. So it might be unfortunate. I mean, the statement they give you might be correct. It gives you reasonable suspicion to detain that suspect if you like, if you feel it necessary. But it doesn't give you the PC to search that person or arrest them, okay?
All right.
Got it.
Understood.
Understood.
All right, let's go to licenses.
Licenses. Weapons licenses will be removed if an individual commits a misdemeanor or felony involving a firearm. Driver's licenses cannot be suspended by LEOs except for automatic 30-point accruals or DUIs, automatic 15 points and suspension.
DNA. LEOs are authorized to collect DNA from suspects arrested for violent felonies or a DUI without a warrant.
You can also collect DNA for someone if they give you consent.
All right.
All right, let's go to arrest reports, report policies.
Arrest reports and civilian reports must be completed within 24 hours of an arrest or incident.
If an individual is held until a bail hearing, the paperwork must be completed and submitted to the district attorney's office within 24 hours of.
Reports must be written in layman's terms. Do not use 10 codes, call signs, or technical jargon. This allows reports to be effectively used in court without the DA or LEOs having to explain terminology.
Reports must be written in the third person.
Reports must detail from when the original call was received to when the suspect was booked and processed.
I mean, this is very important because it's in red. Reports must establish RSPC and the basis for each charge.
All right. Any questions at all there? Because this is important.
I don't.
So we have to go through all the steps, basically, of what was RS, what was PC, what led to the charge. The whole story, basically.
If you, yes, for what you saw, keep that in mind.
And
So
any evidence that would pertain to it and make sure it's organized accordingly.
there's enough incidents and reports for you to read over if you have any questions. You're going to be writing a story about yourself. All right.
I love creative writing.
That's how you're getting. It's not creative.
Well, yeah, true.
But you'll be writing a story. That's the best way I could put it.
I love
In layman's
nonfiction.
terms. Good. Regarding a bail hearing and stuff like that, that just means you have to do the report within 24 hours because the DA's office is going to be using that statement in your report. Okay.
All right.
Understood.
Best thing I could tell you is do the report as soon as you're done with the scene. A lot of people just seem to think that they're going to remember later, and I can tell you now, that doesn't happen. So, if we have to remind you to do reports, it's going to be noted, right? So just do your reports, especially if it's a serious case, anything serious, get it written down as soon as possible. It's going to help you in the end as well, okay? As well as your fellow officer.
All right.
And we're done, I think.
Well, shit.
It's 11. Maybe who wants to go down in the cells and try some of this stuff?
Yeah, let's do it.
Or
Field trip.
okay. Practical use.
I'm coming. I just gotta finish finding this thing. Trying to find an autopsy report.
All right, we'll meet you down there.
Hey, Shep, do you think my call sign makes me seem like James Bond?
What's your call sign?
2 Echo 00.
No, you're just a double egg.
Double egg? I like that too. That's cool.
Oh yeah.
You know what double egg means?
What does that mean?
It means you blew zeros on a breathalyzer.
All right. Yeah, that's good.
Fully sober.
You guys
This
waiting for an
is
invitation? What are you doing?
Well, I was just making sure you cleared it out of there. That's all.
-3, right? -3.
Yep, that's the one.
Cool.
Maybe they don't know where we're
Oh,
going.
what kind of criminal? We did have criminals in here. Pineapple on pizza. That's disgusting.
Let's talk about the pineapple pizza.
Talking
on
about the
floor.
pineapple pizza.
Oh.
Oh,
Someone
that's
dropped
a
that.
crime.
Yeah,
right
that's
there.
what I'm
Pineapple
saying,
on
man.
pizza.
That's what I've been saying.
All right. So this is if you're coming to VPD, you're gonna arrest someone. You'd be walking in here from the Sally Port. You're gonna bring them over here. This is the processing desk, right?
All right.
You're gonna take them over here. And now, don't do this to me. Don't seize my items, but you're gonna be able to look at me and see an option to seize items.
Yep.
So what that does, is it's gonna put everything on that person in a bag, and then, you know, Dave officer over here is gonna have it, and then if that person's gets set up to Bolingbrook, they're gonna send it with them to Bolingbrook. If for any reason you need to take a piece of property out of their seized bag, you're gonna have to go to the person, search them, and there'll be like another bag on them for them to look into, and you want to look into, okay? Or specifically just you to look into. Specifically, and well, more importantly, if let's say you arrest someone on a scene and they shot someone, you're gonna want to take that gun off of them originally to begin with, right? Because that's not gonna go up with them to prison. That's gonna go into the evidence report.
Yeah.
Inside of your incident, all right? So after you've taken everything off of them that you need to seize for evidence, then you come over here and then you seize their items. So anything that is illegal, anything that's legal to be on them at that point is going to be going up with them to prison. And now we're going to go, okay, so we have, let's say we have someone here, you bring up their MDW, look them up. They don't have, let's say they don't have their ID, right? So you don't know who they are. You're going to be fingerprinting these people, right?
Yeah.
So if they need to be fingerprinted, we're just going to walk in here, over here by this computer.
Hey, Dave, my name's Morgan. Nice to meet you.
He's the strong silent type.
Yeah, I can tell. Just wanted to be polite.
Yeah. So you're just gonna come over here, and you're gonna look at the person, get your fingerprint kit out, and fingerprint them. When you fingerprint them, it's gonna tell you what their state ID is. You're gonna put that in the MDW for profiles. It'll pop up. Most of the time, you don't need to do this, but if they don't have a license on them, they don't have a profile picture, you're gonna want to do this. Okay.
Affirm.
Understood.
If they don't have a MDW photo, you're gonna have them step on the wall back there, and you're gonna take the picture.
So with their mugshot, if they already have an MDW photo, we don't need to replace their photo with the mugshot, or should we do that?
If there's any major changes on that photo to that person, you'll update it.
Understood.
You could go above and beyond too, as if they have no shirt on, and they have tattoos. You take a picture of that tattoos, put in the notes on their MDW profile. All right.
Got it.
Understood.
This will be the area you collect their DNA as well. Make sure, this is very important with the DNA. Once you get their DNA swab, it's going to ask you for their state ID. Okay? Make sure you have that. And make sure it's not wrong. So my tip to you will be go to their MDW profile once you know it's them. Copy their state ID, do their DNA, and put that into the DNA swab kit. Once you'll be asking for their ID, okay?
Yeah.
Because that could screw up a lot of future investigations and past investigations. That's something you want to be very, very sure of, okay? All right. Once you're all processed in here, ready to go into cell, and keep in mind they're going to be in soft cuffs this entire time. Have you guys ever handcuffed anybody before?
No.
No, sir.
No?
No, sir.
All right. So you have hard cuffs, which you'll initially do on the scene. And then soft cuffs if you feel they're reasonable enough to walk around on their own. When they go into, say, the hospital or a police station, you're going to need to put them in soft cuffs. Because their mind takes over, put it that way. Okay? They're not going to want to follow you. You have to put them in soft cuffs, and they're going to have to follow you. All right, Ellie, you got cuffs on you?
I do.
Yeah.
I do, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right, why don't you arrest one of each other? Let's see who can
All right,
arrest
yeah, you
one
go
of each other,
first.
and
I
then,
saw you moving quick there.
Let's see if we can resist too.
Oh, well, I didn't know that. Now I look bad.
Just what
I want another
Yeah, I'm a little
chance.
Fast on your
I want
feet.
another chance.
You should still walk around because you put you into soft ones.
Yeah, so when you just put the
gonna
soft
just
ones on,
step-
they're just
just
gonna be
step a
walking
bit.
around, and
Thank
you
you.
usually say
Thank
it's
you.
different, right?
Yeah, I got you.
All right.
Are
all
they a
right.
little
Take the shackles
uncomfortable?
off.
Yeah,
essentially,
they're
like
very
shackles off.
uncomfortable.
All right, let me take these.
No,
off.
you could go from hard cuffs to soft cuffs, or soft cuffs back to hard cuffs without uncuffing.
All right, my turn.
Understandable.
Going for cuffs.
Oh, he missed.
No, we
Who
don't
said
say
that?
that.
Who said that?
What
Oh
the-
shit.
Who gave you permission to put handcuffs on me?
I didn't say anything.
He did say not to say that last
Did
week.
they say? I didn't hear you
Not-
say not
yeah,
to say
we don't
that.
say go for cuffs. We say,
What do
show
we
me your
say?
hands or put
Yeah.
your
Show
hands
me
behind
your hand.
back.
Put your hands behind your
Kind
back.
of
I like that more anyway.
Hands
Yeah.
up, pants down.
I like
Yeah,
that
I
more
mean,
anyway.
they're already
Cuffs sounds
behind
like
my
something like
back.
a Zoomer would say.
It does.
Yeah.
All right, let me get these
Kinda
off
sound
you.
like a
What does it
missile.
even mean?
Hams.
You're gonna cast a spell on me? Oh, okay.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
What have I done?
During Women's Month?
Yep.
That's a good one.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Guys.
Just trying to undo it.
Plead the fifth.
like
Plead the
Mac.
fifth. It's not worth
Yeah,
it.
I know. I can tell.
I'm invoking my Fifth
All right,
Amendment rights.
Get these off, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
I
right,
ain't trying
yeah.
to self-incriminate.
Yeah.
That's another thing
Jump
you're
over
gonna
here to
be.
try to put me in handcuffs again.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's gonna be another thing you just witness. You want to make sure there's not another person in the way, because you will handcuff anybody.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
All right. Especially when DNA people, you take fingerprints, search people. You want to make sure that there's no one else around them.
Oh,
right.
apologies,
Get their
senior lead
DNAs.
officer.
And in foot pursuits, because if like say Joe's on the ground here and I'm like, all right, don't get back up. Go, I'm gonna, put your hands behind your back, and then somebody like one of you guys like comes over here and starts standing here, I'm probably gonna put you in handcuffs.
It's happened. It's happened.
No, I don't doubt it.
It will happen tomorrow.
One day.
bet money on it.
Yeah. Hopefully one day we'll get some budget for training cops not to arrest each other, but not now. All right. So anyway, we got them fully processed. They're still in soft cuffs. We'll walk out here, okay? Now this is, like we said, this is our main holding cells in VPD. Every apartment's a little bit different, but they all have lockable cells.
All right.
One major thing I'll teach you, and this is, we're just giving you a little tour here. During your FTO sessions, you will be taught and everything like that. You'll witness everything. So let's say we have a suspect in handcuffs. You're gonna let him in the cell. Open the door. Each door locks and unlocks individually. Now, are you gonna come in the cell with me and unhandcuff me?
No, sir.
Oh, you do it through the bars.
Guys. Come here, don't handcuff me.
Smells
Is this
in
door
there.
even
That'll be
locked?
fine.
No, door's not even locked.
That'll be fine.
I ain't going in there. I'm gonna
do that through
lock
the bars.
door.
Come here.
Lock the door.
I'm gonna lock.
There you
gonna
go.
lock the door. There we go.
All right.
Come here,
And
I
then
gotta
we
get a
would
cigarette for you.
have you come up
face
to the
away.
bars.
Oh,
Face away.
terrible.
Whoa.
Hey, now face away
Face
from me,
away.
please.
Wow.
Show me your hands.
I got a secret to tell you.
Oh yeah, what is it? No, you'll have to tell me from there. I ain't falling for your
I
trickery.
don't want this other guy to hear me.
Hey,
It's weird.
all right. Hey,
We're
just
all
step
gotta
away.
hear
Step
your secret.
away.
Hey,
She's
maybe-
got a
hey, maybe
secret
she
to
wants
tell me.
Yeah.
Step
Maybe she
away,
wants to give you her
guys.
number.
She got. Well, that would be
You know
inappropriate,
it.
sir. As a professional situation, and
But in this
I'm pretty
situation, I
sure
wouldn't be
there's
your
probably
boss.
a rule against it. I don't
Mhm.
know.
I mean,
Oh,
you
there's
did.
not.
You
You
did
can
put her in
date-
cuffs earlier. Are you sure you don't want that number?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, we
We'll
have brother
talk
and
about
sister
it
dating.
later.
What's the problem?
Go with sicko mode.
now's not the time to talk about it.
Oh, now what?
I guess you can give me your number now if you want.
Hell no! What the fuck? I'm going back in the cell.
Oh well, okay. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, guys.
When you get them in the cell, okay, they're gonna be in handcuffs. You can tell them to go to the back of the cell. Another reason being that is that sometimes people may see things
What's
differently.
up,
and the cell
PDK?
door might still be open, all right?
Yeah.
They'll be able to, let's say, you know, it's
I'm
locked.
free.
It's locked, so it's locked right now, but the door's open, right? Maybe different
Yeah.
on theirs, maybe different on yours. So they could walk out, you know, stuff like that happens, but you're gonna be in soft cuffs. You tell them to go to the back of the cell. You're gonna exit the cell, lock the door, and then you're gonna have them walk up to these bars, turn around, and unhandcuff them. Okay?
Yeah.
And always double check to make sure that the door is locked.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
If at any point, okay, if at any point this person needs to leave the cell, they go back in handcuffs. I put them in handcuffs if they're being released. Someone who's been arrested is gonna go in handcuffs, in
Here,
and
let
out.
me- Yeah, come put me in. Put me in handcuffs so we can leave. Come on.
I'll give it a try.
I'm not doing it. She
You have to
already
get
rejected
a
me.
little closer, though.
You gotta come in here. My foot hurts.
Does it though?
Don't do it. She's honeypotting you.
It does. It hurts a lot.
Well, surely not enough to walk because, like, you walked in here. You could walk over here a little further.
Are you telling me that I can't walk during Women's Month?
Well,
She betrayed me
I'm
like
not
this before.
saying that you
I'll even
can't
face away.
walk.
I'll even face away.
You gotta face away when you're closer. I can't reach you.
Well, I mean, you're not gonna be able to reach me if you come in here.
You're making it really hard for me right now, and I'm gonna need you to get
that-
over here.
that's not
Otherwise, we're gonna.
appropriate.
Okay, not what I meant. Not what I meant.
That's not appropriate.
You may have crossed a line there, man.
Tag in,
Yeah,
tag
prudence,
in.
prudence, tag
Prudence,
in, prudence, tag
tag
in.
in.
It is Women's Month. You might have more control here.
You should come in here because we should be in solidarity. I won't hurt
Oh
you.
shit!
Don't do it, Prudence.
Oh,
Don't
shit.
go for women's solidarity.
Don't be a girl's girl right now. It is not the time.
We are stronger than those men out there. Am I right?
I mean, well, true. Come in here if you're
Is that
so
Grapeseed Cat here?
Did hear a
You guys hear
meow.
a meowing?
Well, I mean, if you do want to be out of that cell.
Hi, Ripley. Who's this?
And you know, if we need to get any
Check
other
the name tag.
information, and if you also
Come
want
on,
to
my
be
foot hurts.
released- Oh, I do apologize that your foot hurts. I'm
Oh.
sure it'll be better in no time.
I'm gonna call my lawyer and we're gonna sue you because you're not getting me medical treatment.
You know what, Prudence?
What's your name and badge number?
Who's this, Ripley? You find someone? Oh.
Are you
You
trying
got
to
a lot
tag
of money
in?
because
Is
I
that
got
what
really
you're
good
trying to do?
attorneys.
You want me to tag
wanna,
in?
Is that what you're trying to do? You want to tag in? Okay,
Yeah, I'll tag
okay.
in. I got
During
this.
Women's
I don't
Month,
think
fine.
you
got
don't
Okay.
seem like
I
you
got
know how
this.
to, you know what to do with your
Fine, Ripley.
Listen,
You trying to play with
ma'am.
him?
I can see the way you look at me. All right, and I just gotta let
This
you
ain't gonna
know.
end well.
If you can just
John.
come here and stand near the
John.
bars and turn around, I'll put you in handcuffs.
Why did you send the other lady? Why did you send the other lady?
Because
away when
I
she was
see
talking
the
to me?
way you're looking
Kate,
at
they
me.
knew you were in. Kate, they knew you were in the jail cell.
I'm trying to honeypot her. I'm doing a reverse honeypot.
Well, you're getting the animals
look
mad.
at that. Oh my God. Never mind. You take over. I
Where
want
did
the
that cat
animal.
come from?
Hey.
I don't know. The cat just
Hey
came
there,
in with
there's
Ripley.
a rabbit.
Ripley's got a new friend.
Here, let the
Hey.
animals in.
Oh my God. Oh my
Let
God.
the animals in.
Hello. What's their
I don't think we
names?
should for their safety.
The other one has no collar. The cat has no collar.
Oh, what about the bunny rabbit? Oh my
was a
God, they're
stray?
right up at me. They're rubbing on my leg. Look how cute they are.
Ripley,
The rabbit
We have to
is.
call the- we have to
yeah.
come up with a
Oh
good
my
name for that
God.
cat.
Oh my
Ripley's
God.
Ripley, tackle.
Oh, Ripley can tackle. Go, Ripley. Go. Oh.
I
No,
want to call the cat D'Artagnan.
I'm not
Dark
part of the
what?
K9 unit.
Oh.
D'Artagnan.
D'Artagnan?
D'Artagnan. Come on,
I think they
D'Artagnan,
like
get here.
it.
No, I think only
Read
a book.
I think only Kate
That's a
can
very,
Read it. Look.
very big.
get the money and
I
get
think
Ripley
they
to
like
tackle
me.
Kate.
Hey there, little bunny rabbit. I don't care what. Oh, wow.
Got him.
But right for the show.
Oh.
Nice.
What
Uh-oh.
happens with reverse honeypot?
Oh, there he
you're
is.
good.
Wow, that is a
Right.
clever
Do
rabbit.
Join my
Yeah,
animal army, where you will be called upon.
Is
at
this
a
like
certain
one of
time
them Monty
to
Python
do some
rabbits?
Cool stuff, but
Rabbit could sunder flesh from bone.
Mhm.
That's what
be a
I've
very
heard.
valued member of the team. And I can't promise you any health benefits, but you'll be a very valued member of my animal army. High five.
Oh,
All right.
I think they're a pacifist. Oh my God. I'm about to freak out. I'm about to
High
freak
five
out.
if you're in.
Oh my, someone take a photo of this. Someone take a photo of this. Look at him.
All right.
Just
they're
talking
in.
about Bunny.
I'm
They're
gonna
in.
cry.
I will call upon you when the adventure is
Oh
ready
my
to begin.
God. Oh my God. I love you. I love you, Bunny Rabbit. I love you, Ripley. Oh my
See,
God.
this is why I'm the Beastmaster, because they knew that I was in a prison cell and they came to rescue me.
Can I adopt this Bunny
You got
Rabbit?
that druidic power.
Can I adopt it? Does
I
anybody
do.
own
I did.
it?
I did tell Bob that I was
Yeah,
becoming
the police
a druid.
department does.
Oh man. Well, hey there, Ripley. Don't worry. I'll come and see you.
You
all
can
the
feed
time.
him.
I can.
Give Ripley some food.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give him some food. All right. Hey, you want some chicken nuggets?
Looks like this cat has seen
I don't
something.
think rabbits can eat chicken.
You sure? I'll just put the
I don't
chicken
know,
nuggets
see?
down on the ground and we'll see if he eats them.
I think he's got a taste for flesh.
I think this means like I've
see
got
some chicken
a cat,
nuggets there, Ripley.
2 birds, several dogs. all
Oh,
at my
look,
command.
he gave him his toy.
Oh my God. Look at that. This is the best day of my life.
Uh-oh. The cat's gonna get the nuggets, I think. I think the cat's gonna steal the
Well,
nuggets.
whoever wants your nuggets can have the nuggets. It's fine. Whoever's hungry.
I have
Oh my God.
Uh-oh.
Hope he doesn't
Oh.
spray on the toy.
Spray on the toy?
It's the greatest day of my
Yeah,
life.
like cats do that.
Might be a
Marking
war
its
for
territory.
territory going on.
Uh-oh, we might have a battle here.
You don't think they're friends?
Staring down over the nuggets.
I don't know. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Oh.
This does
They
look
were friends.
kind of intense. Guys, there's no need for
Oh
fighting.
boy, put food down. Now they're going primal.
Guys, you can share. Sharing is caring. Oh. Oh my God. He's giving it to him. Oh. Hey.
Oh.
Hey.
Hey.
I like that cat. It's
Hey,
so
you know what?
Ripley's
sassy.
being
Like, yeah.
nice.
I mean, cats being cat things.
Maybe he's
He is doing
playing.
cat things,
Yeah,
that's
he
true.
might be playing. Oh my God. This is the cutest thing I've ever seen. Oh,
Oh.
are they
Are you
both?
sure there's not something wrong with the food that neither of them want to eat it?
Oh, there we go.
Oh, look at
there
that.
we go.
Oh.
That's beautiful.
Gotta figure out a good name for this cat.
Dimitri.
How about Dimitri?
Yeah, he seems like a Dimitri.
Well, if this is like Ripley and that's his friend, what if we call him Bishop?
Bishop?
Wait, we already have
Oh,
a Bishop. We already have a
true.
Bishop.
We already have a bishop.
What do we call her? Newt.
Newt.
It,
Yeah, like from Aliens. Come on.
What about Jonesy?
Uh,
That was the name of the cat.
Well,
from
he's
that
not
movie.
ginger though.
Oh, that's where the
true.
Ripley came
Female
from.
cat or a male?
Wait, you
cat?
don't know the origin of the name Ripley?
No. Good job,
It's been a
Ripley.
while since I watched Aliens.
Oh, he's all curled up. Look at him.
Ellen
Very
Ripley is a
cute.
cultural icon. What do you mean? She's on my cool women collage in my office.
Yeah,
All with
she's
Sarah
pretty
Connor.
cool.
Yeah.
Well, how about we name the other one Connor then?
But the
The cat.
well, that's like a
Connor
boy's
the
name
cat?
Oh, I didn't know if it was a boy or a girl.
Who wants to check if it's a?
though. We could call him
Female.
Nostromo.
Who wants to check? Yeah.
Who wants to check? who wants to be the brave soul?
I mean, I wouldn't suggest you start like grabbing its
Yeah.
undercarriage
Yeah,
while it's
neither would I.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bad idea.
Oh
Do you have
my
any
god,
bets
that
on doing it
photo is
anymore?
amazing. Thank you,
It
Cairo.
looks like you're just. Yeah, no worries.
Wait, Anna Peta?
They're
Yeah, Anna's
busy.
a vet.
They're busy.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Typical.
Well, what, you gonna call the vet to come down here? Like, hey, can you look at the cat's junk and tell us if it's a boy or a girl?
Yeah, why not?
Because you all can do
I
that.
don't
You
really
have eyes.
know the differences.
I mean,
I'm not paid to be.
What do you
a vet.
mean you don't know
difference.
the differences?
I don't
Aren't
want to
animals, like,
finagle something
different?
back there.
I know that.
Nah,
cats
animals are
have
pretty much
barbs
the
on their
same.
penises.
Okay, why did you go straight to that?
Just a fun fact I knew.
What'd you say?
Huh?
Wait, what was the
Cats
fact?
got barbs on their penis.
Hey, there's some type of
Why
animal
do
that
you
got,
know this?
doesn't a pig have like a corkscrew dick or something?
Yeah.
No, it's
Why
a duck.
do you
A
know
duck.
this?
A duck has a
Yeah.
corkscrew dick. Yeah.
I'm now scared of animals.
It's a
Right,
nature fact. I like nature.
I don't want
I'm an
anybody to
animal
look
guy.
at the cat's
Sure.
junk now, because you guys are making
Yeah.
it weird
I
now.
wa-
This might be the perfect time to end this academy day before it gets any
What do you mean?
any
Do
other
not
rabbit holes
manhandle
come
this
down.
cat.
Rabbit
Yeah,
holes,
talk
I
about
get
rabbit
it.
holes with the
Rabbit
rabbit right
holes,
there.
good
We're
one.
gonna give them ideas.
All right.
Oh, you're my favorite,
yeah.
Ripley.
But yeah, you guys go over that material as much as you want by yourselves, okay? If you have any questions, ask an FTO, ask an FTS during the Academy Day tomorrow as well. You will be pretty much retrained in the field, okay?
All right.
So,
Sir, I do
you-
have one question actually.
okay. Yep.
From the the scenario that we went through with
contact you soon.
with the cell right here.
Okay.
If a suspect for some reason does have a hurt foot and for some reason
Refuses to come to the bars and stuff, you mean?
exactly,
So-
do they just suffer or do we still
No.
try to get them
Yes.
to
You-
cooperate and then get medical
As much as we
professional
like them to
That's good, we
suffer,
just
yeah,
suffer.
yeah, we just let them,
Why
let them suffer, yeah.
Like, well,
It's
he
like
said he was
they're
bleeding
refusing
and
to
now he's
get up at
dead,
that
so.
point.
No, you never go in a cell by yourself. If you're here by yourself and you need to get into the cell, if someone in the cell's not cooperative, you get someone on the radio and you need them to come down to PD and help you with this individual, okay?
Is it better to have 2 extra people just in case if they're extra riley or
I mean, if you can, if you want to. Yeah, if you deem how safe you want to be. Because if you go down that cell by yourself, they're going to have access to everything on you. All right? We don't have any sort of system here to deposit our firearms or weapons, etc. Aside from going up to the locker room. And you don't want to do that because it gives you a lot of time.
okay.
But yes, you don't want to
Actually
go.
cleared up a lot.
Yeah, you don't want to go into a jail cell by yourself. Get someone in here. They're continuing that listening. They're being, if they're being combative in there and they're daring you to come inside, you have a taser on you. Okay. But yeah, you never go into assault.
Yeah.
What?
Like,
You
I'll
never-
just say, like, if you have a taser, but make sure the other person has a gun or a baton.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, never go into the cell with a suspect who's uncuffed and being combative or refusing to comply with you. Always get someone else down here to back you up.
Understood.
Understandable.
Now I
Also,
know the situation
remember
better.
everybody, it's Daylight Savings Day, so we're gonna lose an hour.
Oh man, that's
Oh,
ruined my night.
Oh,
That's gonna make things more
Wait,
complicated for me than you even know.
what do you mean?
Yeah, how does
Don't
that-
need, just
What,
don't.
you like your beauty sleep?
Bring forward.
It's very complicated.
You were raised in one of those weird only places in the country, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Like where you don't really think about the sun.
too good for us.
Well,
common
Yeah,
folk.
I don't
I
even.
think, I think that way too. I
It
don't
may
need to
even be more
acknowledge the sun.
complicated than that, to be honest. But it doesn't bear getting into.
Oh.
All right.
Fair enough.
Any other questions, guys?
I don't believe
No, sir.
so.
All right. Well, we'll see you tomorrow. If you go
Yeah.
off duty, deposit
Don't get
everything in your. Yeah, exactly. Don't get stabbed. Yeah, we had,
That
we
happened
had
to
a
our
hell of
two
a
cadets
situation
earlier.
today.
What do you-
Yeah, yep.
Wait, really?
Yep.
Not
yeah,
by
yep,
us. Not by us.
Well, I
Not
didn't.
by
I didn't
us.
assume so.
Yep. Crazy clowns, man.
Clowns?
Yeah.
Oh,
Trust
no.
clowns.
Are you
No.
serious?
As soon as the academy class entered, they got stabbed.
Are you fucking serious?
really did.
There's clowns.
Yes. Yeah.
Well,
it was
what-
a
that person's
clown
under arrest,
who's
but
gone
it
up for
could be
a
another
man.
one.
For fuck's sake.
Could be
Kidnapped
another
a
one.
bunch of
There's
like
more. They're like
kidnapped a lot of
cockroaches.
people and like made them attack each other.
For
Yeah.
fuck's sake. What were they called?
Just I don't know, he's a weird clown
I
guy.
don't know.
Weird
Yeah.
clown guy.
Willie something shit.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Also, question
Crazy
for
motherfuckers.
tomorrow. So
Mhm.
do we just are we good to just come in, sign on duty, get in uniform before the academy starts, or should we wait
Yeah.
for?
Yeah.
Oh, get your shit together.
Yeah.
Be ready to go.
Yep. Tomorrow you're gonna need pretty much everything, okay, except for your
All
gun.
right.
Yep.
No gun?
Okay.
All right.
Yep. We don't want you shooting us by accident.
Yeah, I don't want
Yeah.
that.
We can have the
Nine-
taser and that's okay.
Yeah.
baton,
Taser. You can have
flashlight.
everything. You can have everything, but everything but the gun.
Are we gonna have to do that thing where it's like so that you know what you're doing, you have to feel what a taser feels like? Are we gonna do that?
Find
Oh,
out
you're
tomorrow.
you're laughing like yes.
Find
so,
out tomorrow.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
You
wearing.
gotta know what you're.
We're rubber
conditioned up.
soles, guys. I think, right? Is that what you do?
They don't help.
Fuck.
I think that's
No,
only
we
with
usually
lightning.
tase people. Oh, I'll tell you'll find out.
Oh shit.
Don't worry. The
Maybe.
spasms over the next couple of days will make you remember of how well it went.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
That's
you're fine.
great. That's great.
Yeah.
Wow.
He sounds
Getting
very
Getting a
happy.
head
Oh,
start.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Nah, he just had a bug on his face, and I didn't want it to kill him.
Wow,
Oh,
that
huh.
is so kind of you.
Been that
Yeah,
West
I'm very
Nile
brave.
I
virus.
can tell you are brave. You deserve a medal.
Very brave.
See, I was right. She is strong.
Yep.
All right. So we're done. Get all your
Alright.
stuff in your bag in the locker rooms, and you're free to go. Okay.
Okay.
Don't get stabbed.
Yes,
See
sir.
you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
That'll be more
Appreciate you
fun
guys.
today. I could
Yeah,
tell you that.
it'll be more fun.
What do you
today.
mean? I had a blast.
lying to
That
me,
was fun.
cadet.
Recruit, ma'am, I believe.
So you're gonna correct me now too?
Are you correcting a senior lead
Oh,
officer?
You're not answering my question.
Oh boy, see, McNamara,
Well, ma'am-
this is where all the cadets get terminated in the cells in VPD.
I didn't know if you were directing it at me on account of
I
that not
guess
being
you
my
did.
title. I was just
Well, then why did you
clarifying.
answer
That's
to
all,
it?
ma'am. Just clarification purposes, ma'am. That's
So
all.
were you lying to me then?
No,
I
ma'am.
don't know. Pretty
Sure?
close to that pineapple pizza. on
I'm
the
not
floor.
into pineapple pizza.
I don't know. I think he is.
In fact, I hate pineapple pizza.
Man, see, if I were a pettier
Yeah.
senior lead officer, I'd
Uh-huh.
say you should eat that pineapple pizza off. the floor to
Please,
prove
no.
That, you're not disrespecting me.
Please, no, senior lead officer. Ma'am.
I'll show mercy to you this time, but just remember. Take a look at that pizza and just remember. That could have been in your mouth right now.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, get out of here. Get ready for tomorrow.
Yes, ma'am.
You have the wrong tie on?
Do I have the wrong tie on?
No.
Me?
Him.
I don't think so.
No, they have the stupid tie because they don't have the good ones like we do, right?
Oh.
They don't have the pin
Okay.
tie.
Yeah, I got
Yeah,
a stupid
it's part
tie.
of the uniform. No, it's just part of the recruit uniform. It's
Yeah,
not like
it's dumb.
this uniform yet.
I'll look cool later.
One day.
One day.
If you get there.
I'll get there.
You have to survive.
I'll
tomorrow,
get
bro.
there. Bro, daylight savings is gonna fuck me, bro. I don't know how to do that. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's
Are you sure you don't like pineapple pizza?
I'm very sure. Why?
I mean, it looked like you were staring at it for a while.
Yeah, she made me. McNamara, she said stare at it.
Did you eat it?
No, I didn't eat it. Why would I eat it? She said she might have made me, but that sounds fucking disgusting.
Hmm.
But she said she'll show mercy to me this time.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did you think of today's training?
I mean, it was a lot, but
It is, yeah.
you know, it seems like makes sense. Stuff that'll fall into place, I think, once we get out there.
I like the practical, you know, like actually getting the hands on, because I feel like that helped a lot.
Yeah, now tomorrow will be good for that. Tomorrow will be a lot of
Oh,
fun. Yeah, tomorrow I'm looking forward to that.
I am so pumped for tomorrow.
I'm not looking forward to trying to work out what time it's
She
at.
said we're also gonna do pursuit training
Yeah.
and other stuff too.
Yeah, hold on. Let me
I
check
can't wait for that.
I'll check the thing, see what the modules are. Yeah, so 3 is traffic and felony stops.
Oh, and 4 is
4 is
pursuit
pursuit
tactics.
tactics, yeah.
And then after that, we can do our auxiliary hours, right?
Correct, yeah.
Sweet.
And then it's either as soon as our auxiliary hours are done or after a week, after the 16th of March, then we can start going out with FTOs. But I think McNamara said she was going to find some clarification on that because she said as soon as our auxiliary hours are done, but Nash said after the 16th.
Okay. So with that, the auxiliary hours, we have to do some paddy wagon. Like, are we doing paddy wagon the entire time?
No. Paddy wagon is after you're done with your auxiliary hours.
Okay, so we do all of our auxiliary hours, and then when we don't have an FTO, we paddy wagon if there is.
Yeah. So it's either it'll be when there's no FTO, or it'll be a situation where like we're not actually cleared to go out, even if you finish your auxiliary hours until after the 16th. And so in that situation, you would do paddy wagon, like between your auxiliary hours and when you're allowed to go out with an FTO.
Okay, so it's just
Like an in-between.
waiting
Yeah.
for the clearance, or you're just waiting for an FTO, so you just do paddy.
Yeah, I'm not sure about I'm assuming you can do that while waiting for an FTO. I would ask them about that because I'm not really, I can't remember the specifics.
It would be easier to ask tomorrow.
Yeah.
As soon as we're done with our modules,
Yeah.
that way it's fresh.
I assume they'll
after
go
learning
over it as soon
everything.
as we're done too, because they'll be telling us about our next steps and shit like that.
Yeah.
So it should be fine.
Also, that cat is extremely adorable.
I love the rabbit.
and
The rabbit loves me. Did you see it nuzzle me?
I did.
It
I love
nuzzled
that
me.
cat. It curled up like right next to me.
You take the cat. I love that rabbit.
I love the cat. I want to name it Huey.
Huey, that's a good one. Yeah.
It looks like a Huey. It's so adorable.
I like that name. That's good. All right, I better go get changed.
I mean, that cat looks like it's seen some shit though.
Oh, you think?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that cat's been through it.
Yeah. What you think it's been through?
I think he's been through a lot of alley fights with other cats.
Yeah,
you know, I
okay,
think he's
yeah.
probably a winner of a few fights.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Tough guy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch you change or nothing.
Yeah, all right. Shoot yourself.
It's a little weird. What do you mean suit myself? What do you mean by that?
Nothing.
What do you?
Which means suit yourself.
Right.
All right. Oh, there we go. My button got stuck.
Well, you good?
Yeah, my button got stuck.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do walk a little fast. I'm still
Well, I walk pretty
learning
slow.
about
I've
this
always been
building.
told that. Yeah, me fucking too. It's a
This-
goddamn maze.
floor one.
Yeah,
Okay.
one is the one I can remember. Yeah.
1 and then 3 is to come.
Yeah,
up
I know
here, and
you
then
lose an
maybe
hour,
3.
but it's just like how only some places are losing an hour. And so I don't know if like the time conversion that I'm doing, like if I'm going to need to lose an hour, if things are not going to change for me, because I don't know what, it's just fucking, I'm all the way on the other side of the world, so it's fucking confusing as shit.
Man. I'll eventually understand this building.
Yeah, I'm
at
sure
one point.
after some time. Howdy.
It'll take me about 15 years.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, you, it's me.
Have a good day.
But that might just be a.
All right. Well, there we go, folks. There we go.
Another day under our belt.
That's the hard shit out of the way.
When we have an hour less or something.
Oh man,
I don't get it.
I can't even begin to explain to you how much this is gonna fuck with my brain.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to tell me exactly how it's gonna fuck with your brain? Because I might be able to help a little bit.
No,
Like,
just like here, I'll give you a comparison. It's gonna be as confusing for me as if you were telling this all this information to a guy living in Australia. So it's just gonna be like that's about as how confusing it's gonna be, right? Very
I mean,
confusing.
They don't have that.
Whenever you look at your phone, what
they
time
may
is it
not
right
have
now?
that, but what time is it right now?
Whenever you look at your phone,
My
you
phone?
know, like if you have a watch on, you know.
Oh
what
yeah,
time does
this
your
watch
say?
this watch is different. Yeah, 3:37 p.m.
It would be like what, like 4:30
on Sunday.
On
Yeah, so you know, just
Like,
imagine.
right now?
Yeah, yeah. So just imagine that's confusing. I'll work it out. It's no big deal, but you know, it's just it's that confusing.
How?
Yeah.
Huh.
Imagine trying to
What?
deal with that. Yeah, I'm so glad I'm not
You are-
Australian. Thank God.
Yeah, they're like in the future. or
Yeah,
something.
thank
Oh,
thank
yeah,
God, because that would
totally.
just make this so confusing.
Yeah. Thank goodness you are not.
Yeah, I would hate that. I'm glad to be from the land of the free, home of the brave. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
From Fredericksburg, Texas. It's a German town. You ever been there?
Interesting. No, I
Mm.
haven't.
It's pretty.
I think I drove through it.
Yeah, it's
at one
nice.
point.
Got some good German places here. Obviously.
We'll look into it then.
Yeah, I recommend it's worth a
Oh.
trip. What? What you owing at?
I mean,
Yeah.
What are you
yeah.
owing?
You know, I don't think I've ever tried the food there.
It's good. It's nice.
Is it?
Yeah.
Like, do they have like authentic
Yeah.
German food
Oh yeah.
there, or
Yeah,
is
yeah.
it
No,
just
it's
a whole bunch
like
of Tex-Mex.
No, I mean,
Gotta go
there's
back to that
Tex-Mex
pizza
everywhere
place.
in Texas, but there's German there's German food there. It's got a long history of German heritage. That town. It even looks German in the street, like the architecture or whatever the hell. Like you can look at the street and you can be like, this is German as fuck. Feel like you'd expect people to be walking around with lederhosen and shit. They don't know, but you know, it's that sort of vibe. But there's like brats and shit. Like it's good, man. It's good. The Germans like sausage, so that's nice. I like sausage too.
Heck yeah.
It's very filling, huh?
Oh hell yeah! I'm sort of a meat and potatoes kind of guy. You know, I'm simple. Doesn't take much to satisfy. Just some good meats. That's what I always say. Best way to satisfy me, fill me up with good meat.
That's the
I
way to
can
go.
agree. I can agree.
Yep. What do you think? You all got plans for the rest of the day? You going back to study up?
Yeah, I'm gonna go and get out, study up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think studying up might be the best thing to do at this point.
Yeah.
Especially with all the information today and then having some of that practice down in the cells. I feel like studying might be the best thing.
Yeah.
I'm more of
probably not
like
wrong.
visual learner anyway.
Yes, well, yeah, tomorrow will be just like
Yeah.
going over the shit we did today, but like practically. It's like when I did the siren noises, that really helped me.
That helped me a little bit too. I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Because then I worked out which the
Oh, look at
whale
this
one.
fella.
Oh.
Oh, madam.
Up and Adam, anyone order up and Adam?
Did you guys order delivery?
Might be someone
Might be one of the
inside.
dispatch
Okay.
guys inside.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no problem. Did you
On the
guys remember
council,
to vote to close down the Clock and Bell, not the Up and Data, please?
Uh,
Where do I
sure.
vote for that?
I didn't know about that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there's a ballot at City Hall. You can vote at which restaurant to close down.
Well,
Clock
what
and
if
Bell
I want both
or-
of them?
or Up and
Why
Data?
we gotta close one?
Well, the government says that they're a money sink.
What the hell? I like the variety though. I like chicken,
Yeah.
my chicken sandwiches, and I go to the other place for my burgers.
Yeah, they're trying to encourage people to go to the trucks, the food trucks.
I mean, I like the food trucks. Don't get me wrong, they are good.
Yeah, they're great, but sometimes you just want some sloppy fast
That's
food.
what I'm saying, man. Yeah, 100%. They all have their place.
Yeah. But in either case, one of them has to go. One of the city ones has to go.
Oh,
and-
shit.
Well,
Clock and
we're
Bell
hop-
should go.
Yep, that's a good choice. Please remember to vote because we want your voices to be heard, and we want the Up and Adam to stay open.
All right. Hell yeah. What's your name?
It's Pegasus Partridge, but my friends call me Peggy.
What's up, Peggy? I'm Morgan. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I
I'm
work at the Up
Prudence.
and Adam.
All right.
What's your name?
Yeah, my name's Prudence.
Name's
You
Cairo.
Prudence. That's a lovely name. And sorry, yours, sir?
Cairo.
Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. Like the city.
Yeah. Egypt.
Whoa. Okay. Whoa. Okay. I gotta make this delivery. It was nice meeting you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you.
Okay. Heck yeah.
All right.
guys
See
have
you,
a happy
Peggy.
Up and Adam awesome day.
Yeah, hell yeah. You too.
I'm gonna make myself a run over to the bank. I actually just realized I paid so much for that food earlier.
Oh, shit, really?
I gave him extra money.
Yeah, me
It
too.
wasn't
Oh
like
wait,
the
are we
actual
gonna go?
food, I just-
Are we going
I
to the
just,
bank real quick?
Yeah, we
or
can go to
is
the
that what we're gonna
bank.
do?
Yeah,
I
sure.
was just
Yeah, I
bank real
mean,
quick.
might
Y'all
as well
got your
go.
running shoes on or you're on a walk?
I got my
I got-
boots
I got
on. I'm
them.
good.
All right. Let's fucking do it.
I might be a little bit of a slow runner though, but you know,
It's all right. I'm a slow ass walker.
it's okay. You probably got the zoomies or something.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Holy hell, man. What'd you have for breakfast?
I want what he's having.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's nice.
Sausage.
You ever have steak and eggs for breakfast? That's my favorite breakfast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Steak tips. And like some.
Oh,
hash
I like,
browns,
yeah, some burnt
pancakes.
ends. Oh,
Like really well seasoned. Steak
yeah,
tips.
yeah. Is steak tips just burnt ends? Is that the same thing? I think we call them burnt ends in Texas.
I think they just kind of look like they're tips, but I think they were just cut that way.
Yeah,
to be
yeah,
honest.
yeah.
Yeah.
Chat. I know all the Texas. I know all the local Texas terms. I'm so immersed.
Oh, bank's right there already. Was as far as I thought.
No, no, it's not far at all. Tell you what, the pay's not bad, honestly. Slow
Oh, I
claps,
haven't,
thank you, thank
collected
you.
any paychecks.
Oh well, you get probably
Yeah,
close to
but-
$1,000.
I don't know why. I just don't feel like
Ooh, I got
I'm doing
1,032
it
bucks.
for the money, I guess.
No, of course not. But
I want to adopt that cat. I really do.
yeah,
it's so
I
adorable.
want the rabbit.
Or at least try to be best friends with the kitty. I'm gonna name it Huey.
Yeah, I like that.
It looks like a Huey.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you'll see it again. Yeah.
Maybe, I hope so.
I think they called it the grapeseed cat.
Oh, that means you'll probably see it.
Hell yeah, man.
Into that department.
What I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Just finished the 3rd episode of Shogun. Each episode is getting better. Dude, that show is so fucking good. Alright, see you, man.
I'm gonna go to one of the backyards and the canals.
Yeah, hell yeah, alright. Yeah, it's kind of where I'm headed to.
Yeah, it's not a bad spot, to be honest.
One day I'll be able to afford a place.
One day,
One day. Maybe a nice place of your own.
I mean, working with the PD might be, you know, a good way to get some money.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, shit. For this, I was looking after cows, which didn't pay anything, and then I was driving trucks just to be able to afford food, and that, I tell you what, that barely paid shit at all either.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, so I'm glad to be actually getting a goddamn paycheck. Maybe able to afford to get my car out of impound.
I don't even have a car yet.
They're not too expensive, you know.
Yeah, I want to save up a little bit so I can get a decently good car.
Yeah.
One that won't break down.
Yeah. Yeah, mine's a goddamn minivan.
Oh, like a soccer mom car?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? I might hang around, do some window shopping.
Window shopping?
Yeah, I'll just walk through, check some of these stores and shit before I go to bed.
Okay.
I'll see you tomorrow.
See you.
Window shopping, chat. Window shopping. I wonder if I want to buy any of these things. Wow. This hose guy in this Amazon vert sounds like your character, and I was confused why you started talking about giraffes all of a sudden. I love giraffes. Do you love giraffes? Alright, give me one sec, chat. Okay, chat. Short day today, but we'll be back tomorrow with a slightly more fun training. Thank you for hanging out with me for today. I know that it was a bit of a slower one, a bit of a slower stream in general because we were learning all this stuff, but I'm sure you understand that we gotta learn it so that we can get to the really fun stuff later on. Tomorrow should be a really good day. I might try to plan some variety for after training. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with me for training. We're rating... I never know how to pronounce her Twitch properly. Stephanaris. That's probably how you pronounce it properly. She plays Kate McNamara, who helped us with our training a lot today. So we're going to go say thanks a lot to her. Also, she's a good friend. You may remember her from when we were playing Minecraft a lot on Kyle's server. So we're going to go say hi to her. And we will be back tomorrow with more cop stuff. Some fun stuff tomorrow, chat. Some very fun stuff tomorrow. So, make sure you show some love to Steph. And I will see you all tomorrow. Goodbye, chat. I appreciate you. Bring back Minecraft streams. I'm working on some ideas, actually, because I would like to do that. I would like to do that. All right. Good night, everybody.
And him at the same time.